LoriAnne's having technical difficulties over here. So I should figure that out.
See when I try to do that?
Let me pull up our chat. Look. Here we go. Where's the video? Hey. Waiting for it to pop up so I can see what I need to fix.
I know, my iPad's not charged. It's like well, it's not really the older one, but it's older than the one I normally use, so it's, I don't know, I got it down so low, I don't know if the charge will come back on it right now.
Coloring's not too bad.
We'll make it orange like pumpkins.
That's what I don't want. I'm trying
That's
to,
what I
but I don't want to make us too bright
Oh, okay.
either. I think might be my shirt. Doggy Nish, put the tongue away, doggy.
Okay, why is it under that? Do I have room for it?
Room for what?
I'm trying to save the picture.
You copy it.
I did.
And then you paste the link in on. You paste the link.
Okay.
Hi. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, guys. Can I share some equipment?
Oh yeah. I was like, wait, what?
My doggy, leave my slipper alone. Leave my slipper. Leave my slipper alone. Leave the slipper alone.
What's going on? Happy to be watching. Happy you're watching.
Awesome. Who said that?
Kylie Gibson.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Hi, hi.
I hate not having my own
How's
stuff. I feel like I'm a
everybody's
child at
Friday?
school and forgot our lunch.
Well, girl, you could pull it up there if you'd hurry up and put that thing
I
on
know.
Facebook.
I don't know why this is not doing this. This is.
I know her iPad's not charging for some reason.
Is that
Hey, you know what? I wonder if it's. Okay, it wasn't even on.
Wow.
My thing
I was
wasn't
saying, is that
charging.
broken
There
down
it goes.
equipment?
There it goes.
Okay. All right. Good.
Looking lovely as always. Thank you.
See.
How was everybody's Friday?
Everybody's week.
Doggy is dying. Do you guys see him? He's dying to get the decorations. No costumes tonight. No, we didn't really do the dressing up this October. I mean, all the teachers wore M's today, so I was like, you know what? I paid $20 for this shirt. I'm gonna get one more use out of it, so I decided to wear my M shirt tonight. So I'm an M&M.
I don't know. Our
That's about it.
Are children going out this year? For those that have children, I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like Halloween, right? And we have a bigger fish to fry. Who voted already? We got bigger fish to fry. I know. Bigger fish to fry.
Did the candy purchase and ready for the kitties? That's so fun. Yeah, we live in a neighborhood where like kids don't trick or treat. I don't even know if there are kids. Well, there are probably kids, but like it's not the kind of street to trick or treat on.
If parents will take their kids out, and what precautions will they take?
A lot of you're like super bright.
I am.
A lot of kids talked about going trick or treating, or like someone said like their neighborhood is having like a block party or something like that, like some sort of block party.
Not to be rude or anything. Well, what about social distancing? Don't people understand? Don't people, I like the neighborhood that sounds all nice and innocent and all that, but don't people realize, they say this is where people are getting it at, like in these small get-togethers, these gatherings, even with your own family. Like, I know it's just like, oh, it's just my sister, or it's just my mom, or it's just, you know, but if you don't live in the same household with people, that's how people are getting it.
But maybe it's a block party, so aren't you outside and you can all be separated out,
I
out on the block?
I suppose.
But if it was like in somebody's house,
right,
then that probably could bust it.
Mm-hmm.
Did Connecticut even have voting early? I feel like
I don't think they did, because I looked for it. I don't think that they did.
Yeah, I don't think Connecticut did.
I think you could do it by mail, but I never knew of a location.
Okay.
That, yeah.
I'm just gonna go on Tuesday and just do it.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah. Did anybody dress up today for work, or is anybody dressing up tomorrow? Oh, Connecticut didn't, just absentee.
Right.
Okay.
Who said that?
Aaliyah Shabazz.
Okay, yeah, she's from Connecticut, right? Hailing. My twister.
Both of your hair looks so good. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Actually,
We were just saying, right? You were saying what we were just saying. I was just saying, like, I'm starting to lose a lot of hair again. it's gotta be the time of year, right?
Yeah. No, you did have a pretty significant pile of
You saw that?
Yeah,
Well, please
I was like,
speak no more of it.
I was like,
I wasn't even gonna ask you because I'm too stressed about
Okay.
it. I mean, it really was. It was huge on the side of the tub. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's the time of the year. I don't know. It wasn't like any like medication I took, and then like 6 months later, that's when it starts. I've done nothing. My hair was just thriving all summer, and now for no reason whatsoever. And it's not just like shedding. It's just like like when it starts coming out like in strands, like long, almost kind of like fairy knots, ropes. Like I can't.
someone said
I
I'm
can't.
using the Curlsmith vitamin still.
Yes, and the drops and the morning like foamy thing. I'm using it all.
Yeah, I started to notice, but I also haven't washed my hair in a few days. I've just been dunking my head in the sink. But I mean, technically that's water, so all my shedded hair should like come out my head. But I've been noticing like styling my hair. I've been noticing like strands of hair in my hands, even though my hair is short. Like I'm starting to like lose hair as well. So I'm wondering
Because even though
if it's probably the
didn't
season for
do
me.
it all week, that still was a substantial amount for a week. I know you lose 100 hairs a day or something, but still that was a lot more because it's the quality of the hair that's coming out. It's like I said, it's coming from within, pulling out like the ropes and the fairy knots and the tangling for no reason, and I can't. My nerves can't take it.
And actually, Katie's in my department dressed up as M&M's today. I was the purple one. Oh, that's so cool. I don't think anybody was
Cute.
purple. Nobody was purple at my school, but they were excited because they were like, "Oh, we finally have an orange M&M." But then the librarian ended up being orange as well. So tons of blue M&Ms today, and there was like a couple browns. 2 of us were orange, and there was one green and one red, I think, and it was
Cute.
fun. Everybody was M&Ms.
I probably would have been the orange. Or anybody? You said yellow.
You know what? I don't think I saw yellow.
Wow.
Yeah, but I got, because like the school I work at, they've all kind of been working there for years, and I'm kind of like the new kid on the block. I came last year, but I came in January, so Halloween already passed. But an email was sent out on Tuesday, like, hey, we're gonna do the M&M thing this year. Like, here's where you can get your shirts. You can get them on Amazon. And I was so lucky to be able to find one that would send it by Thursday, because every one I clicked on was coming like November 1st. And I was like, come on, I could not find an M shirt anywhere. And then I happened to I kept clicking around. I probably clicked around for like an hour, and then I found one that would send it to me on Thursday. And so I got it yesterday, and I was able to wear it today, because I was like, come on, because like all the teachers really had shirts on.
Mhm.
And I would have been so upset if I was standing with no M&M. Like I wanted an M shirt.
Like your whole department.
Yeah,
That's
like
cute.
all the teachers had shirts, because like they've all
Wow.
been working there for years, and they all had shirts. And I
Oh,
was
so
like,
every year they just kind of like pull
Yeah,
it. Okay.
but the fact, I was kind of like, man, like why would they tell us on a Tuesday? That gives us like no time to order anything by Friday.
Yeah.
They're telling us on a Tuesday we need to wear it on Friday, and that gives it like this small of a window, And even with Amazon Prime, like Amazon Prime isn't really what it used to be, kind of, sort of. Some stuff.
I know.
Like it
Ever
won't.
since COVID,
Yeah, it won't come in like 2 days, and
It's
so.
gotten better, but not that much better.
Yeah, but since I paid $20 for this, I was like, I'm gonna wear it again. I'm gonna get one more wear out of it before we stick it in the Halloween box.
I know. Well, now let me head on over to YouTube.
So Miss Bohemia says that your hair looks full and big and beautiful, and that I inspired her not to be scared to big chop because she had to from damage, and you made me look forward to the growth. Awesome. Yeah, mine's starting to grow up. My sides, I feel like I have to use a pound of like edge control to get this to tuck behind my ear. It like sticks straight out. It's definitely growing in. I was just telling Josh yesterday that I probably won't cut it down this short again, but I want it to grow to like the first phase, the first haircut I got. I want it to be like bigger here.
Do you think like it's taking longer to grow back this time, the second cut, than it did the first time?
I'm feeling it a little bit. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like maybe by January, this will be kind of where I want it to be. I'm going to let it kind of grow out significantly.
The last time
And
took about a
then
month,
let
right?
her, shape it up again. But I want the first cut again. But it was nice. It's been fun to go down this low, but I want like the first haircut I got that length. Evelina, so if you guys saw on my Instagram, that was the Halloween last minute that I went with, and I loved it because I was actually just shopping in Ulta, and I noticed the stencils there, and I hadn't done the collab yet, and I was still thinking like, what am I gonna do? But I loved it because I'm really not that artistic, and you know, some people go all out with Halloween looks. They're able to paint their face and paint skulls and scary looks and just whatever. Like, I'm not that good, but when I saw little stencils, I'm like, this could be great for people, you know, who still want a cool makeup look, but like, I wasn't gonna be sitting there drawing the little cheetah marks on my face because I'm not that good. And so you were able to stick a little stencil on, do a little black eyeshadow.
You did a really good job.
I was like, this is so cool. And then in the kit also came like scales. You could like ombre it, you know, purple, blue, teal, and be a mermaid. You could get them little stars at the end, be the galaxy.
What pulled it all together was when you did the white here. Like, you really kind of had that vision, because you couldn't just have any mouth. Yeah, like it really looked like
oh yeah, and like just the upper lip was black.
Yeah,
like,
really cool.
Taylor, which you prefer, the long hair or short? The short. I like my hair short. I could definitely see myself leaving it short for a very long time. I like it short. I do like it short. I mean, I like it this short, but I definitely want it to grow out to phase 1, and then I'll leave it there. Rowdy.
Yeah, and I was doing good with my hair, but I swear if it keeps like falling out like to this degree, yes, though it looks big and full, but it takes a lot of work. You know how you have to kind of like trick the camera, so to speak. You know, I put a lot of texturizing. What is that? I put in Be Leavin', I think, by Diva. I like that stuff because I get it in at the roots and just kind of like fluff it up. And did a lot of turning my head upside down and fluffing, picking, blow drying, you know, just to kind of give it the volume, because it's definitely thinning out.
Layla, is it Layla? L-E-Y? Yeah, she has. It's so funny. Ever since that video, it stopped. Not that I think she watched the video. Maybe it was just a coincidence, but I actually had to work an entire like 42 a 42-minute period with her, and she did not say it once. So I think we're past it now.
So funny.
I think we are past it. But someone's asking about the Do's new stylers. We don't have anything from the Do. We bought the phone one time, which we like butchered that video. We were like, we had to use 67 pumps to
and little did we know at the time that they kind of like don't play with their critiques. So we
coming for folks.
We got under the wire, like they didn't come for us. But somebody else, they like went in the comments and got that influencer so straight.
I think it was the same influencer who Mael got straight. Like, who called her? I think she
really?
She's been come for her a few times. People come for her.
Yeah, what's her name? Okay.
I don't remember. But yeah, she might have done a video saying how the Do came in her comments like, this review ain't it. They didn't like it. That she didn't like the products, or maybe she used them wrong. Or who knows. But they said something. Linda Lynn, yeah. Nobody ever come for us. Don't come for us. We're not sending for you. Not come for MADCURLS. That's my opinion. But I got a box. I don't know who it came from. I don't know if it came from Ulta, because I know, because I'm an Ulta ambassador, that I'll just get products in the mail. Or if it came directly from Melanin, naturally, but like the stuff's been out for a while, so I don't think so. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe Ulta, because, you know, Melanin's in Ulta right now, but we got the entire Melanin line in the mail the other day. I was like, this is definitely from Ulta. I'm like, I think it's Ulta, because they're in Ulta now. I was like, so maybe they just slid them on over.
I was so excited. Because
I was like, no way.
I really want to try this, and so when you want to try something, you buy it, right? But I was just like, why did I buy? You know what? Why did I buy it at the time? Because I really wanted. You know, like when
shaking the table.
You know when you want something, but you just kind of. Like, I know that once you start that first spend, you won't stop. So I'm just like, let me not do this. Let me not like break the dollar, so to speak, because then I know I'll just keep going. So I didn't, but I really wanted to try this and compare it to the Alikay one, because I love the Alikay. So today was the day I tried it, and I love it. My hair was just as moisturizing. It's a little bit thicker. Alikay's a lot.
I love the size.
Yes.
I've always said, well, the oil came again. I ran out of the oil, never rebought it again.
I want to try that so bad today, but I knew you'd have it
came. No, girl, I really don't use oil right now. I'm not using oil in my hair because I don't want it soft. I like it crunchy, so I don't use oils. But well, actually, you know what? Sometimes when I deep condition, I use oil. So. But I love the packaging.
I do too.
And so when I saw like the shampoo, I was like, oh, that's so cool. I love the packaging.
Big, substantial size.
This leave-in smells like mint. I can't wait to actually use this.
This is only 16 fluid ounces. It looks bigger than that, doesn't it?
It does.
Because whenever I buy the Alikay one, I always buy the 16-ounce one.
someone said updated melanin review. I was just saying that to LoriAnne. So I was like, should we do an updated one? Like shower
like the
scene,
whole thing.
use the shampoo, like
because the first time we only did the
we
cream,
only did
right?
the cream, which we still have like a big jar basically full of the cream. But I was actually I actually saw it in the box, and I was gonna take it out and say ooh, because like winter's coming, like, and it's just a really good thick cream. But I was already thinking like we can probably like give this one away because we already have like one that's completely full. But
because what you
I don't remember when it came out and people were like, I bought 4 containers of the
I know. I
always think about that when stuff drops, people buy like 5 of them at a time. Yeah, like you don't even know if you like it yet.
It's gonna be an apocalypse and we'll never be able to get this stuff again. But you do almost feel like that, you know?
We also got up in here the Curl Mix Pumpkin. Now I don't know if it was oversight or what the deal was, but I know there was a gel. Right? I'm not crazy. There was a pumpkin gel. So we got the deep conditioner, the hair serum, and the leave-in, which I actually like refreshed because I took a nap and this part was like puffy and like I sprayed it and like brought it back to life back here. I really like the liquid leave-in, but probably I'll use it as a refresher. But I know there was a gel. So what's the deal with the gel? How are we supposed to get the gel? Was there like a way to get the gel, or did the gel come with it? Because I was like, where's the gel?
Yes, Lele, I totally am. And I'm really thinking about dreading my hair. I want to do dreads now.
Yeah,
I really am dead serious. My sister was having a fit. I don't care about opinions. It's my hair. I want to do it. But unfortunately, I have something, in the next couple of months that I have to do that. I just, you know how we're always trying to get everybody to embrace the natural hair community. I just don't think it's going to be a good look, for what I have to do. So after that, though, I'm going to do it. Because unfortunately, everybody doesn't accept natural hair sometimes, and I don't want kind of like going in there and right away they just judge me right away, for my uncombed hair, starting the dread process, because I don't know how I'm going to do it. I've been really researching it. I don't know if I'm going to do freeform.
Freeform is when you just let it go.
But there's not just really like, there's so many ways to do freeform. It's not necessarily just like letting it
I said
go.
She should like part it kind of all over her head how she wants it, and then like twist it or braid it and then just let it go from there. Like probably more like twist, but just I feel like if I were to do it, like I'd want to know, like I know I like my hair parted or whatever. Like I would like do it to how I'd like it, styled or parted or whatever. Like I know like you don't like it your hair parted in the center, like, and so you haven't decided yet.
Somebody say freeform is great for fitting roots or something.
But I said I had talked about cutting my hair a year ago, and then a year later I finally did it. So I was like, you've been talking about locks for at least a year now. I was like, so a year later, I'm like, here you are talking about it again. I was like, so you should just do it. Like,
does anyone on here have locked hair? And if you do, what videos do you watch? Which are good YouTubers that do dreadlocks, locked hair? And like, how should I start? Like, I'm seeing they're saying semi freeform, some are saying freeform, some are saying coil.
Get her coil to start the process.
Like you would do it professionally, right?
Do you think it will dread easily? Some people's hair doesn't want to dread. You said you didn't think yours would easily.
I think, I don't know, they say the looser the curl pattern, the harder it is. I mean, it'll look, I think, frizzier and fuzzier longer, but eventually it will. But it might, like, say maybe a type 4C they said would dread, very easily, but mine might take anywhere from like 6 to 8 months. I know like my nerves can't take that, but like I have to wrap my mind around the idea of it because it's what I want to do. So I just would keep moving forward with it.
Lovely Art said locks will pull at your scalp and increase the parts and male pattern balding. Dreads are heavy, aren't they? Because it's like all your shedding hair like clumping together all over your head. Does it get heavy?
Even brand new, or say if I part it the way I want it, like I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If I freeform, would it just make its own part? I don't know. I'm still researching, but I'm definitely gonna do it.
I think it'd be sickening.
I do too.
I think you could pull it off.
I definitely think I could.
That's all.
You have the to me it's like edgy. I think I definitely could do it. It's a lot of tension. Is it because you start off with the twisting, but then you have to kind of like retwist after a while, right? So not if you're free form, it will help. Ooh.
So they're only heavy if it's full of unnecessary product.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't be putting on that. So that's what some of the videos were saying, that you save a lot on money, you know, because you're not buying product. You know,
Like, girl, you're abandoning the channel too, girl.
right, girl?
Apparently, I
They're
abandoned
really
it because
coming for us
I
now.
chopped my hair off. You're gonna be dreading up your hair. It's gonna be the end of that.
I know, right?
Hopefully, you guys will be here. Still will be here for Flame.
Now we gonna really know. Or retwist you like a cleaner look. Okay. Okay, every 3 weeks. Lisa Powell. Okay. Are they Lisa Powell? Are they theirs? They're natural. How long did it take?
I think when like whole families have dreads, I think that's so cool.
I know.
Like my boyfriend's best friend has dreads, and like his entire, like, I don't see his entire family, but like I know his mom and his mom's sister, and then like they all have dreads, and it was just like the coolest thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody has dreads. I'm like, that's so cool.
My name Candy G said, "Hey ladies, just did the big chop after having locks for 15 years. Your content has been so helpful." Oh my goodness, I hope your content will be helpful to me when I do locks. Have you tried any headbands or clips in your short hair?
No. Which I was just cleaning out my drawer, and I had like a whole bunch of brand new clips and headbands and stuff because I was wearing it. That was like one of the ways I was styling my hair before I cut it. And when I stick it in, it just looks dumb. Like, I just don't like it. Like, it's just like a bow or like a clip just hanging out on no hair, and I just don't like the way it looks. I feel like I look childish, so like, I don't like it. But I was looking back at other pictures.
Like picture day?
Yeah. But I feel like when my hair was longer and I saw it in my hair, I'm like, oh, that's cute. I'm like, that was very cute. So maybe when my hair gets longer, but right now, like, I haven't figured out a way to wear like a clip or a whatever. I don't even like wearing a hat. Like, I think.
What about like a little
weird.
like bobby pin, like a little decorative bobby pin?
Where is it sticking? That's the thing. Like, like I try to stick it in, and where's it going?
Okay.
Like it just sits there. You know, okay. I feel like my hair has to be a little bit longer. I gotta grow it out a little bit, but yeah. It's not called dreads, they're called locks.
Locks, okay. Some people probably have dreads. Yeah, see, we have to learn all that stuff. All new language, all new lingo. Should we call it MAD.LOCKS, this channel now?
Probably not, girl, because I won't be locking mine.
Okay. Oh, okay, so lovely art said I had locks for 15 years on 3C hair, got rid of because too heavy and receding my hairline. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't want them like really, really long down my back. But maybe, you know, who knows what the goal will be, because what mindset will I be in when I start it. But yeah, I'll be very cognizant of that though. Locks are the new way.
What's the newest product you have tried? I forgot, there was one more product that came and I haven't tried it yet though. The Flawless by Gabrielle Union.
Mm-hmm.
So the curling cream, the shampoo and conditioner, and an oil came from that line. It smells good. That's kind of cool. I feel like I might be able to get down with it like I got down with Pattern. Probably not all the way down like I am with Pattern, because I don't think there's a gel in that line. But the cream looks cool.
She's saying everybody is getting locks. Yeah, it's almost kind of like when we jumped into the natural hair community like 10 years ago. We just kind of like did it, and then as it evolved, our hair already had like a head start, so that's why it had like length and everything at that point. So if I get started now, like people probably have had them for years. So I'll be new to the party.
Thank you, Sarah Duggan.
Oh, Portia P said, "Hey, LoriAnne, long time, missed you ladies. Welcome back."
It would take like here, cut it all off. I showed up, did in July. Was it before my birthday? Yeah, it was before my birthday. Yeah, cut it off the end of June.
Miss Carrie said she'll be here for Flav still.
I remember when Taryn Guy got locks, that went back to curls. I was surprised because I thought you had to cut the curls off. Yeah, I was shocked that she did. She combed her locks out.
Who did that?
Taryn Guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, wow, but she's locking again though.
Yeah, and me and you were watching her videos the other day, and you said she was having braids, and like some of her pictures are from a time like when she did it the first time,
Mhm.
but I think she did start. I think she braided it.
I think she
She
started
said-
with braids.
yeah.
Yeah.
The way she kind of explained it, the way she gave me the confidence to go natural all those years ago, where I didn't want to leave the house when my hair was just like big and it was all frizzy, and I just kind of like didn't embrace the whole natural thing. To me, it had to be just like perfect coils and all that. But she said you just have to go out. I think what was it when I big chopped? Was it when I big chopped? And I just kind of like just didn't want to be seen to go
Yeah.
out. She said, I'm
Mhm.
telling you, just go out one time. Just it takes one time, and you'll get all the confidence. And I did, and after that, it changed. It changed the mindset. I really embraced the mindset, different from my hair being relaxed, and you know, perfectly like perfect length and all that. It was just entirely different. So, now she said she already went through the journey. She said that getting your hair locked, it just kind of like takes you through like a spiritual, like emotional journey. So I think I don't want to rob myself of that. I think I kind of want to go through the whole journey. You know, I don't want it to be like perfect right from the start. You know, I'm just gonna probably freeform it and just take it from there.
Yeah, Angela, no Halloween costumes. Girl, we're just happy to be here. For real. For real.
Exactly, Lele. What that one compliment? Yes. Oh my goodness. Retwisting will recede hairline on short locks too.
Maybe it depends on how long the locks are. Because I think Lisa Powell just said her husband had to cut his because it started to like pull at his hairline. And maybe when they're really long, maybe it is like pulling your hairline back. But depending on how long you want yours to go,
Right.
I mean, because you always say like for your age, you in particular, like you yourself, like you say you don't like long hair.
Right.
Because you said it looks witchy. So if you had super long like locks, would that be considered witchy as well?
No,
Or is it a different
it's different.
vibe?
Yeah, it's different.
Okay. Because you always say
Yeah.
when your hair gets like longer
Yeah,
or
just
whatever
like-
long, you say
Yeah, my opinion, like,
you're like
you know,
I look witchy.
yeah, I think just it's just kind of like not a good look for women of a certain age, but that's just my opinion. Some people can really rock it. You know what I'm watching lately that I am loving is what is that show? The Housewives of is it how do you say that? Potomac? Potomac, P-O-T-O.
Where's it at?
It's on I found it on Hulu.
No, where's Potomac?
Maryland.
Oh.
Yeah. So you don't have the Housewives of Beverly Hills, and the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Real Housewives of LA, all of that. So I found the ones that are like the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Potomac?
Yeah. Okay. So she said I love Potomac. So and those women, they're rocking all that long hair. And I love the show. I got so into it. I've been binge watching. I can so relate to their lifestyles, their age, all of their issues, everything they're going through. I mean, the show was designed for me. I love it. So
I need to find a good series. You know what I've been doing? Which I just told you today. It just happened to be what I'm doing, but now I'm actually going to like intentionally like keep it going. I've been reading like one book a week. So last week I read Harry Potter and the Cursed Child like in a day. It was so good. Read the whole thing. And then this week I had to sit in on a 7th grade social studies class, and they're reading The Refugee by Alan Gratz, and it's so good. I picked it up from the school library. I was like, let me read this book, and I'm actually like 10 pages from being finished, but like I finished another book in a week. So I was like, I think I'm gonna try to read one book a week. So I don't have like a TV series. I'm trying to like not look at like computer screens. Like when I'm sitting at work and like I'm substituting, I find myself like online shopping while I'm watching the class. I'm like, no. I need to not do that and like sit here and read a book instead. Like no online shopping or whatever. So I've been reading. And any book recommendations? Why don't I really like adult books? Why I always find myself diving into like young adult books.
Fun. No, because remember on Auntie, the guys they talk about the bougie aunt. She used to love children's books. I mean, I remember she would take us to Cape Cod during the summer, and I was an avid reader, and she would take my like Judy Blume books, and she would just kind of curl up in bed and just go through all the books I bought for the summer there and read them. She loved children's books.
They're good.
I love children's
They're
books.
really good. I think like The Refugee is from, they said 4th grade to 7th grade, and I thought there was some like not some heavy themes, but there was just a lot. Like I found myself saying like I don't know if I want to finish this. This is sad. I'm getting real invested in these characters and their families, and I just can't. Like my soul, so sad. The book. But they were reading it, and yeah.
Aw, thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen. Oh my God. Go buy some Halloween candy. When it's all like on the shelf on November 1st, like, you know, 90% off.
Right, I
All
know.
Halloween candy.
Yeah, no, I'm not on this season yet. I was telling my mother about it today, and she said season, I think 5 is on every Sunday now. But I just started the other day, so I'm just going to start when I finish this tonight. Now I'm going to start season 3, so that goes to show how much I've been watching it. So I know all the characters. I did season 1, did season 2, and tonight I'll start season 3. And definitely by Sunday night, I'll probably be on season 5.
You know what? Oh, what was I just getting ready to say? Oh, you know what I just watched? Which I hadn't seen yet on Disney Plus. Disney Plus played us. So I thought because we had Verizon, we were getting Disney Plus free for a year. But no, we were getting it for $6.99 a month. But now it's been a year.
You know what, girl? No, I think I misspoke. I think we were getting it free, and then I think now they adjusted it. And now, if you want to do that whole Verizon Disney Plus thing, now they charge you $6, and then if you want to keep it, then you start paying that $12.99.
Wait,
so we got it free.
So how long is it $6.99 for?
For a year or something like that, and then if
so the first year's free, the second year will be $6.99.
No, I think that now the promotion is $6.99. Like we got it when the promotion was free. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, remember when we were all so excited? We all got like Disney Plus. We were all so excited, and we all got it free. How long did that? Was that all through Verizon or did?
Yeah, it was through Verizon.
Everybody did it through Verizon when they got it. Remember?
Well, no, I think people were doing it. People. I don't know how it was Verizon. We did ours through Verizon.
Okay.
But when it first came out, I think they did a 7-day free trial, and everybody was so excited. But then once the 7 days were up, it was like the ongoing joke, like who actually like stuck with it after the 7-day free trial. So some people had a 7-day free trial when it first came out, and then
that's it. Yeah.
Some people had a 7-day free trial, and then when it was over, like who stuck with it. But yeah.
Sorry, girl, I threw her off. I'm sorry, because I get thrown off sometimes. I see crazy people in the comments, so I have to get, you know how to get rid of them. I don't. So I could be having my vibe messed up.
Okay, you just tap it and do hide user on the screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'll do it just in case you click somebody. You click one, need to click one person. You click a macro, so I'm gonna block them from the channel. Never mind.
Hey, Sybil, Jeremy, haven't seen you in a while.
But yeah, you were sitting the other day that was going up to $12.99. I was really like wrestling with that in my soul because I was like, I love Disney Plus, and I was saying all that to say I finally watched Maleficent 1 and 2, which I thought was very good. I like the idea. It's kind of giving me like Wicked vibes, but not really. Like I like the idea of taking like the bad character or whatever and showing their side of the story, and it gives you like a whole new light on the character, like this is why the way they are, or maybe it was all just a misunderstanding or whatever. So with like Wicked, they took the Wicked Witch of the West and gave her backstory, and it was so good. And then Maleficent's like the same thing, and then Angelina Jolie is just like a fantastic actress in the movie. Like she's like perfect for Maleficent, and it was so good.
Yeah, it's kind of, they started that concept when you guys were younger, and they took these fairy tales. Remember, like the real story of the three little pigs,
yes,
and then the story of Hansel and Gretel, and they had like the witch's side of the story. And so she's like, the kids were so bad, they came to her house, they kept picking candy off her house, and she just wanted her house to look pretty, and they wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
So then she brought them into the house, and I think she like put them in the oven or something.
She had to cook them. Right. They didn't listen. I was hard at it.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's their version of the story.
Yeah, but me on this week, you know, in high school, well, it wasn't high school, I think in school in general, we had these things, you called them mental health days, where it's like, you know, we're not sick or anything, but like mentally, we just need a day off from school. We need a mental health day. So like the beginning of this week, I could not get it together. So I took like 2 mental health days from work, like Monday and Tuesday. I was like, no, seriously, like they were like mental health days where like, I just needed to get my life together, like mentally. Like I didn't feel like myself. So I took 2 mental health days, and I laid in bed with Doggy for 2 days and watched Disney Plus. So we'd watch Maleficent. We watched Cars. We watched a few. I forget what else we watched. But
anybody else take mental health?
They are seriously needed.
They are.
They're seriously needed. When I came back, people were looking at me like, you know, were you sick? I was like, nope. I needed a mental health day. And they do, because the school's always talking about like SEL and everything, about social emotional learning and awareness and stuff. And so I was like, nope. Like as an educator, like I was overwhelmed. I needed a mental health day. I'm like, you should all take one. Like everyone should take a mental health day. Take one of them flex days and take mental health days. That's for real.
You know, Leah Butler, she said, what are the best deals for streaming services? You know, you just can't like get one good deal. Every time I'm like chasing after different shows, like I always have Prime. Prime never goes, but I was so excited because the Brady Bunch came to Prime.
Mm.
But I used to keep Hulu for the Brady Bunch, and then they left, and I was so glad it came to Prime. Dr. Quinn, I cannot find Dr. Quinn. The closest I got to is this service, Philo, Philo, strictly for Dr. Quinn, but I didn't even get all 6 seasons. I only got 3 seasons, I think. And for some reason, they don't have like the licensing rights for the other 3. I just hate the way these things do it. You know, these different streaming services, because they take all your money chasing after these shows.
What you need to do is get some friends. I'm like, okay, you gonna buy Netflix, you gonna buy Hulu, you gonna buy Disney Plus, and like you all like share information.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna be on your Netflix, but we're gonna use your Hulu and we're gonna use your Disney Plus. But you can have, you know, my Amazon Prime.
But sometimes they're not even out there. Like certain I Love Lucy episodes, the family didn't release the rights to certain episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're all on VHS, but somehow they all did not make it over to streaming services.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something different about that kind of venue.
I just got all the Harry Potter. I don't know, like total Harry Potter fan, totally Harry Potter fan, but we didn't have them. We had a few of the DVDs, but we don't even have a DVD player anymore. So I was like, you know, we need to buy them on Amazon Prime so I can watch them. And they were $9.99 each. So I was just like, purchase. And I bought all 8 movies. And then I found out that Netflix is putting all 8 movies on Netflix starting November 1st. And I was like, maybe I could have gotten my fix and saved myself, like, you know,
You've been talking about it for years.
I have.
You
I'm like,
Harry
it needed
Potter.
to be in the collection. I'm like, why didn't we have Harry Potter? I have no idea.
And like, even though we have them on DVD, I see Sybil Jeremy said Dr. Quinn is on Up TV or Hallmark movies. They are, but you have to wait until they want to air it.
Mm-hmm.
So it might come on, say, 7 to 8 at night, or it might do, you know, all day Sunday or something. But I like to pick the episodes I like. I like certain episodes. I like season 3. I like the wedding in season 3. I love season 6 when they're all like suing each other for different things. That episode. There's certain ones. I love Dr. Quinn so much. I know all the episodes, and I look for certain ones. I like when the Hispanic woman marries Jake. What was her name? I forget what her name was. They switched the character at one point. The first one was kind of like stern and a little rigid, but then they came out with another one. But I know each one, so though it might be on channels, I like to own it, and I own the whole collection. I think it came in like in a covered wagon, or was that Little House on the Prairie? I think it's Little House on the Prairie.
That was Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, it had this like huge covered wagon with all the episodes.
I remember there was a time like I used to like spend the night in your room, and you would literally, it'd be like you, the big old Little House on the Prairie covered wagon DVD holder design thing was like PR for Little House on the Prairie. Like it was just an obnoxious box thing that was in the shape of a little like a wagon,
like
and then there'd be me. Yeah, I'm like, can you get this out of the bed? Like,
it was an awful setup though, because it's cute, but then when you start taking the discs out, they go flying out of the sleeves. It was a hot mess. But I have that. And then Dr. Quinn, I think I had at one point. I think it did come in a covered wagon. I got sick of that, so then I got the square box that has all 6 seasons lined up in that. I think I got to get the latest Pride and Prejudice. I think I've had Pride and Prejudice every way they ever showed it. The one with Colin Firth.
Mm-hmm.
And now they have, I think, 4. Is it 4 HD or is it 4? Was it 4?
4? Is it HD? Or 4K?
4K. Yeah, super crystal clear.
Your brother said that's how I was with my BFF at first, but I want to have my own account of streaming service. Didn't sit right just using hers. I know. Like, I use Josh's Hulu, and then we just ran out of Disney Plus, and so he has Disney Plus, and so I was like, can I use your Disney Plus? But now I'm kind of feeling a little busted. I'm like, okay, now I'm on his Hulu, now I'm on his Disney Plus. I'm just like, maybe I should get my own Disney Plus. Like,
you can have up to like 6 to 10 people on a service, right?
Yeah, but he's like, pick my Disney Plus pleasure and Hulu pleasure, and I guess like,
what harm does it do for somebody to plug in somebody's password and use their service?
The fact that person's paying for it, the money.
Girl, love.
So I was like, you know what, maybe like I should get my own Disney Plus, but he said it's fine, so I was like, okay, but a small part of me felt that a little bit. I was like, no,
yeah, lots of remakes. But still the favorite one of all time, Belmont, is the Colin Firth one, 1996. Andrew Davies, my favorite one. And then yes, they came up with Keira Knightley, and then they have all the ones from the 70s, and then they had who is it? Laurence Olivier. He played in the black and white one. I am a Pride and Prejudice fanatic. But I have to have the one with Colin for this version of it now, the 4K.
So I forgot up high. Dana asked if I liked Wicked. Yes, I did. It was very good. It was very good. I did like it.
See, Bronco Gloves, he's probably not watching it anyway.
He's not. I think he tried. He tried to watch Hercules and he turned it within like 5 minutes. He was like, it's too much singing. I'm like, that's what Disney is. I'm like, it's straight singing, it's music, it's singing. He was like, yeah, no. Like it's too much song.
I think that like maybe it's my age. Material things really just don't mean that much to me. I mean, like seriously, like you get somebody's password, especially if like you're dating them or something. I could see. I really can't see anything else. I mean, a friend. Why wouldn't a friend do that? I mean, it's just she doesn't have to come over. She doesn't have to hook it up. You're not stopping her from watching it. So what's the big deal? I mean, that's what friends are for, right?
Is that what friends are for, guys?
I think so, because like that could be something how like she could bless you in that way, but then maybe there's something else that you might be able to do for her,
right?
You know, so yeah, like I don't know if you guys ever knew. I don't know if I ever shared, but I had a collection from the 70s of wacky package cards. They were like everything to me. I collected them back in the 70s when they first came out, all the series, and then you had to turn them over, and then you could make like bazooka bubblegum. You put the cardboard on the cardboard side on the back, and you could do the puzzle, but on the front it had the cutest little kind of whimsical things. Like it was like a pun on words. Like for instance, I think how did we get started that day? We talked about Gulden's mustard,
or like there'll be one like Skittles. We know they're Skittles, but it'll be like Spittles, and like it'll show like all the Skittles with like spit coming out of it, and it's supposed to be like a joke.
Because we were arguing here, and I was like, it was Gouldy. Like, Mom, you trying to be proud? Like, it's not gold, it's golden. I'm like, no, it's not. It's golden. So then I got the wacky package card out and showed you. Well, when Josh saw them, he had a fit. He loves stuff like that. Yeah. He had never seen wacky package cards before in his life.
And he loves like vintage.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And I had hundreds of them in a big plastic bag. He had never seen them before. And so I could see the way like kind of like you were looking, and I felt like my time had passed. I know people have collections and I was entitled to keep it, whatever. But the excitement on his face, he loved them so much, and that's the way I always felt about them over the years. So I was just like, I called him into the kitchen. I'm like, Josh, here you go. I'm gifting you with them. Take them all. And so my collection that I had ever since I was maybe in 6th or 7th grade, now I'm 53 years old, I just handed them right on over.
Because we have the mindset, like, you can't take it with you.
Right.
Like, I'm like, you know, one day we're not going to be on this earth anymore. What's going to happen to the wacky package cards? Or, like, just anything. It could be anything. We're just like, one day we're not going to be here. And, like, who cares? Like, so, we're just not.
Yeah, so that's why I said, so, yeah, that's
material things like that.
Not a big deal. Yes, exactly, Wanda. Chilton, I think Wacky Package came out first. And then maybe 2 or 3, by the time my brother was in school, the Garbage Pail Kids were out. But when I was in school, my brother's about 5 years younger than me. So it was like that kind of generation, or if we're in the same generation, I don't know, but that age. Yeah, but the Wacky Package came out first. I know, Lang, right? Wow, I know, right? I know my sister's saying wow because she knows how much I felt, how much I loved them. But I really, I feel like if somebody's really enjoying something, I had them for years. 4 years, all I ever did was like move from location to location, or even once they're in the house, maybe I think they were in like the little Humpty Dumpty chair by the fireplace last stop.
Yeah.
But I mean, all you can do is just store these things. But if somebody, I mean, that night he was just like looking at each one and just flipping through them and emptying out the bag. And I mean, he loved them so much. I got pleasure out of just watching him love them so much.
Until he said he wanted to take them, and he was like, I would love to like put these on like the back of my car. So I'm like babe, I'm like, let one rainstorm come. I was like, they're gonna peel off. I was like, it's more like something you'd like stick in a binder or something, and you'd like flip through them, and just kind of look at them. So, but, yeah, he was. Girl, you must really like him, girl.
Girl, I like little old Josh.
Never so much.
He came over yesterday and he heard me and Tay upstairs in the room. We were doing something, and then he came in the room and he said, "Girl, bust it." No reason, just like we do.
He was like, "Girl, busted."
Yeah. So then somebody said they want to count how many times you say "girl" in our last video.
Don't drink to every time we say it. We'd be done. Like, we say it so much. We do. Just rolls off the tongue. I know I'm late, but how do you like having shorter hair? I love it. I feel like it's a new me.
It is.
I like it. Yeah. And I even look back at like pictures. My hair was longer. I'm like, that was nice. I enjoyed it while it was there for years, but I love my short hair. Totally love my short hair.
Yes, Carrie. Cardenas. We make it a point on Fridays not to really talk about it, but like we're this close to it. Yeah, I am. Me and my son were like, I can't wait for Tuesday to come and just be done with it.
Somebody wrote on Twitter that basically she's like stockpiling her house with food because she's not going to come out of her house for like a few weeks after it's over. Like people are kind of afraid, like at like either outcome, and it's like why? Like that's not the way it's supposed to work. You're just supposed to, cast your vote, and whoever gets in, and then we all just deal on either side, right? Like, so why are people afraid? Like, why should people be afraid?
It's like going to the doctor. It's the anxiety before you get there. You work yourself up more so than you need to be worked up. I think that people are saying this, they're working themselves up, but I hope that we are all decent human beings. And I think that we're hyping it up. People are hyping it up a lot, like, oh, they're so afraid it's not going to go right. They're not going to turn over, the power and all that. I think it's just going to go on just like everything else. Remember Y2K? Remember we were all afraid of midnight when we were going to switch over. We never thought it would go from like 1999 to 2000. The world was going to dissipate. We all like seriously set our computers. We didn't think it had the mechanism in the computer to know how to go to 000 like that. Like it was like weird. Does anybody remember that time when everybody was petrified to cross over to 2000 and it was flawless? Mm-hmm. So I think it is what it is. I mean,
so Y2K was crazy. Could not find water anywhere. That's insane.
Crazy. I like the toilet paper this summer. That was insane.
Yeah. I said, look, ain't nobody greater than Jesus.
I know, Frida. We all gonna be crying.
Yeah. Girl, you won't be crying.
But. Yes, I cried. I was shocked. Who was 2016? Was anybody like shocked? I was so shocked. I was so shocked. I was shocked. And then I kept calling my mother. My mother's like, can you all please stop calling me? I am not like the one in charge anymore. Because we're like, Mom, do you really think that she's going to lose? Mom, do you really think she's going to? And she's like, okay, enough. Like, I have no control over this. And as the night went on, it was just like, I just watched horrified. I couldn't believe it. But I'm like my grandmother. By the next morning, I basically like, okay, it is what it is. I said, we all sat here and watched it in living color the night before. So now we have to just like embrace. That was my thinking back then. I easily kind of like stepped into it. But since then, I can't.
Girl, you'll have to, if you have to.
I have to if I have to.
All right.
But I'm afraid.
Anywho.
Shocked. What, really? So all of downtown DC is getting boarded.
Why? Because they think people are going to riot?
Wow.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, somebody was like, she's like buying food ahead of time. And I'm just like, is there something we should be doing? Is there something we don't know about? Like, why are people acting crazy?
Oh, really? In the middle of the labor and delivery? Sort of fights. It can be very polarizing. I know on Facebook, people have said it in the post.
They said the banks, they're boarding up the banks. They think people are going to rob the banks?
Wow. It's like you really got to see how people think. And it was shocking. It was very shocking that people, I hope people don't think too harshly of me because I know I had lots of opinions and I know they were probably too favorable for people that didn't agree with me. So, but I was just as surprised at people that were very vocal about their candidate. I was shocked. I was like, wow, really? I thought they were decent people. I was really surprised. So, I would just be so glad. Yes. Yeah. I think we all
I know what kind of town we live in, and I like really enjoy my job, and like I like that people don't talk political, like at my school, like in the staff room or whatever, like, because I don't want to know. At this point, like, I don't want to know your views, even though I feel like I know for a lot of people, like a lot of people that I like, and I feel like I know their views like at work, and it's just like, but I don't really want to hear you say the words, because to me it's just like how it's more about moral character. Like I get, there's two different parties, and there's two different parties based on beliefs, but like certain people's moral character, like I don't want to know that you support someone who's like,
What I thought was odd that you said that they felt that anybody dressing up today as Ruth Bader Ginsburg, that was a political statement.
There were some high school teachers that it went over my head because I saw them walk in the hallways. I thought that, because I know for like my like, because there's like where my school, that the STEM is in the high school. So we have this whole section of the high school that's middle schoolers. And so I thought it was like all the teachers, I thought they were dressing in their graduation uniforms. So I'm like, oh, like, so like all the teachers dressed as M&Ms in the middle school, and maybe they all put on their cap and gowns. And
I was going to do that
we're
tonight.
graduates.
I was going to put on like that robe, that black robe, put some pearls on.
But they weren't. They were like judges, and more specifically, they were meant to be Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Like they were meant to be her.
Okay.
And I guess they took a picture and posted on Facebook, and basically the whole town was in uproar, which I had no idea the whole town was in uproar, because I don't follow nothing from the school, nothing from the town, because I don't want to know the type of people I live with, I work with, or who their parents are. I don't want to see any of that, but because, you know, it's my job, I don't want to know. But they were like ripping them teachers up, parents, the town, they were like, it was political, they were having a fit, and I was just like, wow, it's like, no, but you guys, if you know, you know. I wouldn't know, because I don't follow none of them town pages, none of them school pages. I don't want to see none of that. But
you said like kids couldn't dress up as Trump, and I'm like, why not? I'm like, what happened to the days when kids? I remember being in school and kids dressed up as Jimmy Carter.
Teachers,
all those teeth and the
teachers,
peanuts.
they were saying that for teachers, they shouldn't know their political affiliation, and people were saying that she wasn't political. She was a judge, which means like she's not supposed to be like affiliated with either
also
side.
Saying that kids couldn't dress up as the president because it's so talked about, and they might have a hard time in school with the other kids, and they just didn't want to deal with it. So you know how they send home paperwork and they say your kids can come to school and dress up, but nothing ghoulish, no blood, no eyeballs, nothing scary, nothing like that. Just kind of like innocent costumes when you're doing it for school. I guess on the list was nothing political for kids, you know. But I can kind of see. But I can remember, like in inner city schools, when Halloween, everyone wanted to be Barack Obama. Little black boys wanted to be Barack Obama. So there was nothing wrong with it back then. So, but now I can see definitely how polarizing it could be.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I get that. I wouldn't want to see, like, I guess on either side, like somebody walking down dressing up as one of the presidential candidates. If I was a student. Like, say I was a student and, like, you know, I knew how, like, my parents felt, even though, like, these are middle schoolers, they're not voting, even though they like to have the conversation and talk about probably what they hear their parents talk about. But, like, I agree, like, political things should be kept out of the school. Like, students shouldn't know their teachers, you know, political affiliation. I totally agree with that. But
like they're boarding things up, you know, like when people start rioting or doing more than protesting, they start all that looting, they start robbing, they bang the glass shatters, and they into the stores they go and start all that looting and stealing all that. So I guess they feel like that's what's going to happen. So that's why they're boarding up places where they put that, you know, that great big pieces of wood and like nail it to buildings so people can't get in through the glass.
very true. Did you stay positive, and fear is a construct for control? Remember that.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. In the book I'm reading right now, which is like the book the kids are reading, it's called Refugee, and it's like different kids and their families at different times trying to escape like countries that have stuff going on. So like one of the kids is in Germany in 1939, and just the way the author writes, he's such a good writer, and like you can just kind of like feel the fear through the page, and it's like these people were controlled because like they were terrified, and like that's so true with anything. Like if you're afraid, like you can be controlled. So I don't know. Happy Halloween Eve. Oh wait, Happy Hallows Eve. Wait, is tonight when stuff gets busted and people start TPing houses and stuff?
You said TP?
Yeah. Toilet paper.
I hope people, we can't afford it, can we? Is there a need to do that?
Right.
I've seen such
We're gonna be
odd brands in stores. Like I used to like Scott. Like I don't see Scott anymore. I'm seeing like Bluebird in the store. Like anybody who ever wanted to showcase their brand, it's now on the grocery shelves. Like I've seen almost like cardboard on the shelves. I've seen so many different brands I didn't know existed, but the price is attached to it. I went grocery shopping a few weeks ago, and the bill to me was extremely exorbitant. And when I started kind of like going through it, $27 for paper towels. I'm like, oh no. Take them things right. I'm not. She goes, I know the prices are.
Mischief Night. That's it.
Is that tonight?
Mischief Night. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't really get that around here though.
Hope Dougie don't start bugging and barking every 5 minutes when he hears somebody out on the front lawn.
Well, girl, why would someone be out on the front lawn? Yeah, that's busted. Egg your car as a Halloween prank. No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't appreciate that.
Is that hard to get off eggs off a car?
It's hard to get out of your hair, isn't it?
If it starts frying, like if it starts scrambling, if you use hot water.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Really?
You know how people make their DIYs and they put like egg in there, and if the water is not a certain temperature, it can start scrambling in your head. Yeah.
I watched Nightmare on Elm Street. Josh is really into scary movies, and so we were watching. I mean, it's not scary. It's like 80s scary, which made to me the acting wasn't that great. But I had never seen it before. But still, like I told him, I was like, those kinds of movies, I'm like, they play on my mind. Like I don't know, like I have nightmares, and so. But I watched it anyway, and I was enjoying it. I was like into it. I wanted to see the whole thing, but like I was up all last night, like jumping in my sleep. Like I was terrified of Freddy Krueger. Hi, doggy.
Oh, that's nice. Karen M said, on a positive note, my 14-year-old came up with an idea and is out with my hubby taking bags of Halloween candy to caravans of some folks who are homeless a few blocks from us, just to spread some cheer. That's
nice.
So cool. Look at 14 years old. That is so nice.
That's very nice.
Well raised. I like that.
The Chuckies are good movies too.
Yes.
Guys, someone said doggy's so big. Guys, they said he's full grown. This is all we get for free. That's all we get. That's all he was free. Right? If only it was free.
That's all we get. Oh, yeah. Well, he's a miniature golden doodle.
I know, but like the sizes of them vary.
Yeah, they do. We saw one that set up here about as big as me.
And they were like, he was a mini.
Yeah.
But that's
no, not that other one, but he's a mini. But that other one was a
Oh, well, no, standards are huge, but they said, like, also remember the time we went to the dog park, and there was, he was pretty substantial, and they were like, he was a mini. And that minis, like, their sizes and their heights can vary.
Remember when that was all white? Remember when his name was Jake or Jack or something? One was so cute. They're all just so good-natured. Who has a golden doodle or knows of golden doodles? To me, I have never met a golden doodle that has not been friendly.
Congratulations, Flowtress06. She said she got a promotion at her job.
Oh, nice. Let's bring on good news.
Promotion. Anybody
Doggy
else?
doesn't shed at all, Tosh Love.
No, he doesn't.
No, he's hyperallergenic.
He definitely mats, though, with them curls.
He definitely mats.
Who's going to have dreads first? You or Doggy?
Both of us. No, not at all. Not one hair, not even one curl. No shedding whatsoever. No, Doggy. Yep. No shedding. And I think they said the breeds were made, because I know back years ago when I was a child, that breed didn't exist. Like, when did they call them designer breeds? When did these breeds come about where they, mix the two breeds? So he's a golden retriever and a poodle. Like, what a cute idea. And then they have, like, poodles mixed with anything with a poodle, and is adorable. But I think they were made because poodle's hair is,
Doggy.
Is with hypoallergenic or something, and it doesn't shed or something. So I think they're just really, really cute. And the best temperament, but completely and totally, utterly active.
And needy.
And they said, do not get the dog unless you research the breed. And we
needs
did
to
not.
Be pet and loved on.
24/7.
And I don't like that.
Thank goodness it's you.
Doing like a crazy. What did you run by for?
Because you saw his phone in there. And
you saw your toys?
Toys. Say that, all that energy. Tons of energy. But they said they're content as long as it's just like right by you. 24/7.
Doggy nest. Okay. Hi, boo boo.
Okay, the designer breeding started in the 2000s and on. Okay, because I had never seen that breed before. These breeds, those mixes. But golden retrievers to me have the nicest temperament, and poodles. I don't really know the temperament, but poodles are cute as can be. So the breed is adorable.
He's running like a lunatic. He has his bone.
Yeah, I think Tornado 3. Anything I think with the poodle in it, any of these kind of like designer breeds. I heard that they were made for a man that wanted a dog and asked if they could breed the two dogs. And that's kind of like how it started. I don't know if it's true or not. That's just kind of like what I had heard, how the designer breeds got started.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't know enough about them. That's what kind of like worries me from time to time, because they haven't been around that long. And, mixing kind of like the different breeds, sometimes they can have heart problems and things like that. So I worry about that. So there's no kind of like longevity studies for them.
Doggy fits MAD.CURLS. Can't see you guys with another breed. I know we were seriously thinking about getting a second one. I was like, because doggy's at a good age, and I'm thinking maybe like closer to the summer when I get out of work, then I can, be with the dog for like 2 months and like get it underway, and then you have to take care of it again when I go back to work.
Hold on, Portia. I'm going to answer your question. She wants to know what I have in my hair, but I wanted to say, yeah, that morning we woke up, no idea what we were getting, no background, didn't do any research. We didn't realize, research. Don't bring the dog home unless you research what a golden doodle is. But we went in and we went on Instagram. We saw the pet store and we saw another dog in there.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't necessarily go for to say the golden doodle, but the other dog was a golden doodle. I think second generation.
Yeah, he was bigger.
Yeah, and second generation means that you would take a doggy and breed him. Unfortunately, everything's been fixed, and breed him with another golden doodle, and that's second generation. First generation is taking the golden retriever, I guess, and then the poodle.
Mm-hmm.
So we went in for this other golden doodle. He was kind of like beige in color and looked so cute, but doggy, he just kept putting on like a show. He was auditioning. Like when we walked by my tail, oh my God, look at this one. He just would not stop. He kept flipping.
He was so little
and his little tongue was out. He just kept going to the window. And his little
But somebody did come for him, so they must have posted him on the website. We just didn't see him. But she was like, she came in, she was looking for the red mini golden doodle, and I was standing there holding him. And I was like, and you were like, don't put him down.
I'm trying to get my financing together.
Yeah,
don't put him down. And so we never even went to the back to see the other one that we went for because he just put on such a good show. And it was just like almost like, buy me, I can do tricks. And I went, oh my God, hey, look at this one. He's so cute.
So cute. I mean, yeah, we have a vlog, a doggy vlog. The first one, the day we actually went and we said we're just going to the pet store and we saw him. And the day we got him. So we just all hopped in the car and vlogged like, hey, we're going to the pet store, and we left with the dog.
Yeah, Portia, what am I having today? I have in the Cantu Curl Activator Cream, and today for the first time I tried the new Melanin Shampoo. But as far as new stylers or anything, I just kind of stick with my Curl Junkie or Curl Mix. Yeah, we haven't really got anything new, have we?
We have some new stuff, but we haven't. I'm using Curl Mix, so I have Curl Mix. I have Curl Mix Fresh, like the very first Curl Mix Fresh they came out with. I found little samples of it, and they came with sample sizes and then the big sizes. But I've been using that, and it's been hardening my hair perfectly.
Yeah, but that Cantu Curl Activator, the original, they came out with that avocado line. To me, it didn't, and it doesn't work like the original.
Wait, who did?
The Cantu, the Curl Activator with the avocado.
Yeah.
I never liked that. The original one I love. So I don't care for the avocado one.
Can we talk makeup?
Talk makeup, you said?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Huh?
You're going to have only for gas?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot. Hold, please. We talk makeup, gotta talk Manny with Adam.
We didn't film it yet, but I think we're going to film the Melanin Shampoo, and I loved it. I absolutely love Alikay, the black soap shampoo, and I want to try this because it's black soap, and to me, they're definitely compatible. I can't say identical, but the experience is pretty spot on. Maybe a little bit thicker. The new one, the Melanin, is a little bit thicker, but my hair was just as moisturizing. A French bulldog. I know. What's your Jojo? Her dog, Aries' dog. I think it's her brother's dog, Jojo. French bulldog.
All right. So, so Juvia's Place sends me makeup from time to time, and I actually love their eyeshadow palettes and stuff. So they just came out. This actually came. This is how it came in the box. Their presentation just makes you want their products because the presentation is it's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Josh saw, he's like, wow, he's like, this has to be at least $200, and I'm like, it's definitely not $200.
No, not at all. Nowhere near.
He's like, the presentation. He's like, I don't even he's like, I'm a guy. He's like, and I think this is awesome. Like, look at that. It's called I don't even want to butcher the name. Wahala?
Yeah,
Wahala 2?
Wahala 2? Okay.
They had one, and they just came out with a second one, but it came with two, one's a gloss, one is a liquid lipstick, but the main event is the new eyeshadow palette, which is so pretty, and I actually used it to do my makeup today.
Who's familiar with Juvia's Place? Who likes it?
But it's so pretty. So this is the outside of it, and then when you open it, this is the new. And it's so it's so pretty just to look at. I'm like, oh my goodness, so pretty.
Hey, Faith Bland. Yeah,
so if you're into makeup and you've never used Juvia's Place, their eyeshadows are so pigmented and they're black owned. Amazing.
You know what I did today?
What did you do today?
I bought 2 lipsticks.
Did you really?
Yes, from Ulta, from Juvia's Place. I wanted to try
Did you
the
really?
nude.
Did you see me like saving stuff? I was favoriting
No,
stuff.
I didn't. But they have a
From
nude
Juvia's
line,
Place.
and they have like nudes, peaches, nudes, chocolate, nude, mauve, I think. And of course, I did the nude chocolate, and I think I got 2. One was called Muted, of course, my same old muddy lips that I love, and then another one was called Lady, and it kind of like an orangey brown.
Okay.
Then of course I'll put Max Stone on it and turn it.
Why were those the 2 colors I saved?
No way.
I was shopping Juvia's Place today on Ulta.
Were you?
Yeah.
You saved those 2?
I did. I saved
why
muted.
did
I
you do
saved
those?
Muted and Lady.
Wow. Well, we'll soon.
But then I
see.
also saved like their I want to try their concealer and I want to try one of their blushes.
Yeah, their foundation they sent that time to you, and I love their foundation.
Yeah, their foundation sticks are very good.
Doggy, you stop it. Biting on me slipper.
LoriAnne, what makes you love those muddy colors?
Doggy.
Where's your babysitter?
I don't know. I just always have been drawn to them. So much so that I used to use MAC Paint Pot. That actually was an eyeshadow, but it was very stop it, doggy. A very chocolatey color, and I would use that for my lipstick because I wanted that really muddy look. I don't know. People are very opinionated about it, whether I ask them for their opinions or not. But feel free. You gotta be confident what you're doing. I think I look fine the way I look. Stop it.
He loves your Crocs.
I know he loves my Crocs. You're not getting them. You want your mother to be limping around here?
Come on, doggy. You need to go back to your babysitter.
So
Come on, doggy.
I've been told I need to warm it up, wear warmer colors, pale pink, a bright pink, a red would look beautiful on me, all of that. I said those are my funeral colors. People tell me what I wear on my lips, I look dead, but I said no, you'll know when I'm dead when I'm wearing pink on my lips because that will be in a casket and they'll try to bring me back to life and slap on some pink lipstick to try to make me look alive. But I never gravitated towards pinks, reds, none of that.
I am so cold.
Are
Next
you?
week, when this is all over, we're gonna be like live streaming or whenever we go live.
Thank you, superstar.
Guys, we don't know if we're gonna be live streaming every week. Obviously, you see we haven't been live streaming every single week. We just pop up when we pop up on a Friday.
But I mean, that's what you have to like superstar. Bella said, your style is slay it. You do because sometimes we'll be walking through back in the days when we could walk through malls and make counters and stuff, and they'll be, can you come here for a minute? And they want to either squirt you with some funky perfume or they want to start making you up. Let me just show you like no, I don't want to be made up. I already know what I like, and they're gonna try to give me a whole new look. I mean, you have to be confident in what you like, whether that goes for clothes, makeup, hairstyle, whatever. You know, you're the one that's going to be wearing it. So
Brand, she said too many blues for me. I have brown eyes. I do not like blue eyeshadows. I agree. So I love the color blue, but for me, like they're hard to work with on the eyes. So, like this palette I saw, like before this, I went with this look today. I did try to go in with the blues, and it was just not it. And so, I mean, anybody who's done makeup, like makeup artists or like YouTubers that do makeup, they say like basically they just practice and practice and practice all the time. So like I have to learn how to use work with blue eyeshadow. I'm not there yet. It looked like a blue explosion on my face. So I was like, no, this is not it. I was like, so let me get with the colors that I'm used to, which is like the oranges and the browns, and like those are the kind of colors I go for. But the palette is so pretty. Just to look at, I was like, I aspire to get down with these turquoises and these blues.
That's funny because
and the purple.
you know how they say, like, if you have brown eyes, they always say blue eyeshadow really makes brown eyes pop.
It probably does, but like you have to know how to work with it.
Right.
And for me, it was just like, it wasn't the shadow, it was me, like not knowing which brushes to use, not knowing how to blend it. And like, I need to learn how to work with blue eyeshadow and turquoise and, which blues and like how to blend where. And it was not happening tonight.
No,
so.
Tosh, we said we had bigger fish to fry this year, with all this election and voting and all that. And because the whole COVID and I don't know how people were celebrating Halloween. I mean, we did the kind of little decorations back here, but that's about as far as we embraced it this year because there's just too many other things to be embracing at this point. So I gotta save my money.
Start with a pop of blue on the lash line, inner corner, to dip tie and get comfortable. It's a good idea. I love watching Tammy Clark. She's a black makeup artist on YouTube, and all she does is work with color. She loves color. So I watched like her videos to kind of learn how to like play around with color. But tonight I thought I was gonna like get down with like a sickening blue look because I was like, I love this palette and I really want to dive into the blues, but I was like, this ain't it.
I got I think Huda came out with stick foundation. So that's the hardest thing to get online. But I got 2 colors spot on, and 'cause I like to mix like the 2 different colors. I always stick to like yellows, goldens, but for some reason they said I was like a neutral in that brand. So I got that. I didn't bring it down though. And a blush, but I'm wondering if the blush has hit, even though it's never been used, but it's kind of what do they call that? Like hard pan. Like I couldn't really get the powder to be. I don't know if that's the make of it. I think what's his name, Patrick Ta, and Sephora.
Outfit change. I'm wearing my little.
Are you?
I'm cold. I'm about to pull this up. Never too far from guys. On Monday is pajama day. Is this too far, like, to wear to work? Cause I swear I'm gonna wear one of these little onesies. I have a Winnie the Pooh one I want to wear with a red mask. I'm so serious, and I will not be bothered. I'm like, yup, it's pajama day. These are my pajamas. That's what I wear. Because one teacher was like, yeah, it's pajama day. I'll probably, said most teachers probably just wear like sweatpants or something. And I'm like, most teachers, not this one. I'm gonna roll right up with my little union suit they call them, I think, little onesie. Who's bothered?
Pajamas.
Not me. I'm gonna be nice and warm.
Oh, thank you, Carrie. Said our blogs are addicting. But anyway, get back to Patrick Tassel. I don't know. I have to go into Sephora. See, you can't try anything nowadays. You can't try anything. You can't test anything. So I don't know whether it's the make of the blush or whatever. It's just I like the color. I got it, and now I could barely get color on the brush tonight. It just the powder wasn't.
You know what I couldn't get on the brush tonight, which I'm like, what brush am I supposed to be using? Is the ColourPop, the Super Shock blushes. I feel like maybe it's so close to my skin tone.
The one that the orange.
Yeah, I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Pat. Where
ColourPop again? Is it hard? Like
no, it's like soft. It's almost like you touch it and it's like it melts. I'm like, am I supposed to be using my hands? Am I supposed to pat it in? I'm like, what? Where is it?
No, the Patrick Ta one just did not have any give to it whatsoever. I wonder if it's just. I don't know, maybe this stuff's been locked up in these stores for so long while we were all on lockdown. I don't know.
All right, they said it's cute. I should be fine. All right, I'm going to let y'all know. But sure enough, I'm going to walk right in. My Winnie the Pooh one.
Faith Bland. We got these every year. Walmart.
Oh, a sponge.
Has them.
I'm going to try that.
Oh.
Sarah got all the tips. Girl, you better open a makeup channel. She got all the tips.
Wait, with the blush?
Yeah, she said use a sponge.
What about me with the hard pan with the Patrick Ta one? I'm afraid to like wet it and ruin it.
Well, wait, what are you talking about? A blush?
The blush, yeah.
Maybe it's supposed to be subtle. You like all them subtle brands like the Charlotte Tilbury's and the Burberry's and them things got no pigment.
Not necessarily. I don't like them because they have no pigment. I just like the color. Because I like the whole concept. It was called monotone, and you use it for the eyes, the cheeks, like just have like the same kind of like monotone look. So I liked it. But tonight when I went to go use it, I couldn't get any product. It was not getting on the brush. But anyway, Walmart right here. And then I think last year we got Walmart.com because they didn't have them in the store.
Josh, what do you want Scooby-Doo ones?
Oh, they have them, right?
I'm thinking they would. Yeah. They probably would have Scooby-Doo ones, right?
And if they don't, like, just Google it. Like, I Googled the year that I wanted. I think Cookie Monsters.
I wonder if you would wear them. He hates being hot. Even when it's cold, like, he hates being hot. So I'm like, would you wear them? I'm like, they keep you really warm.
Adult onesies.
They're so comfy.
I know.
Yeah, someone said they loved our vlogs. Like, they're like, addicted. You guys really love the vlogs? I feel like other vlogs are so, like, aesthetically pleasing and ours are just so busted. That's why the one we're like, vlog, busted edition, because we had this footage from everywhere and we threw it all together in the vlog and was like, all right, let's see how this goes. And that's actually the vlog that has, like, one of the most views on it. I think that was the one with the Running Man, and that was unplanned. I really did not realize I did not know how to do the Running Man.
Oh my God, so funny.
Don't know how to do the Running Man.
Thank you, Karen. And she said she wears what she wants to. Yeah, you have to. You have to let people tell you how to dress because people have you look at a hot mess. And but even if they don't, even if, like, I would say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I behold lots of beauty here. So I appreciate all the tips. Sometimes I think somebody came in the comment one time and said that we would talk of the Instagram. They're like the mother and daughter MADCURLS. I said, but that mother wears way too much eyeshadow, and there's too much red eyeshadow, and it's dragging my eyes down. I'm like, thank you so much for the tip, but however, I will still carry on. I love my red eyeshadow because my eyes are green, and they said that red enhances green. If I said brown, blue enhances brown, they say.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say.
That's what they
That's the
say.
word on the street.
That's what the streets. Okay.
To get rid of the
It's
hard
cute
pan.
and it's appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate. Covers everything. Be nice and warm. Put a little turtleneck on.
Okay, that's an excellent idea. Spoolie. I've seen makeup artists do that. So I'm gonna
Sophie,
do that.
that's how it feels.
What's that?
She said you coughed. Coronavirus. Like it's hard to sneeze or cough or do anything, especially out in public, because people look at you.
Yeah, they certainly are very real. Retailers will go back to the sample sizes. I could see them packaging up samples, but gone are the days when you could go into Sephora, they spray it with alcohol, and then you can start trying stuff on, and I don't. You think those days will ever come back? I probably don't think they will come back.
Of what?
Of when you go into Sephora, like you can try foundation.
Probably not for a while. Like
Yeah.
a few years.
Yeah.
Probably not for a while.
You responded to Sophie's comment. You call. So funny.
Hi, are you looking forward to any Black Friday sales? Just for some clothing stuff, from some of my favorite clothing stores. I think that's what I said last year. Like, again, I'm never really in the market to buy hair product because we have way too many. But clothes, yes.
Oh, purple enhances brown eyes too. Okay, I heard that purple enhances green eyes too, or hazel. Maybe that's why
doggy.
eyes are hazel.
Did you get kicked out, doggy? Spencer kicked you out?
Oh, thank you. She just subscribed. I know whenever we finish at night, we always can see who's subscribers. Sometimes we get like 0 subscribers.
Yeah, and sometimes we get
And sometimes we'll
One.
get 1 or 2. One time we got 8. So.
welcome.
Thank you. Who's new? It's about the time when we call out the new people. Come on out.
New
Don't
people,
be shy. Come
stand
on
up.
out.
We want to give you a MADCURLS welcome.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Skincare. For LoriAnne, I started using lactic acid a couple of months ago, but stopped when I noticed a circle on my face that's lighter than the rest of my face. Has this happened to you? Not from any kind of glycolic lactic or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I did notice it's almost like the opposite of hyperpigmentation, and I started noticing I was getting that kind of like, not moles, because like birthmarks, they're like brown, but that they were like white, and I think that's, sometimes I think that can be sun damage. So I don't know what the white circle looks like, how big it is, but I was noticing that, but not from, I don't think, the lactic acid.
Portia P wondered if we tried African Pride Moisture Miracle. Yes. And we actually, if you type in the search bar MADCURLS African Pride, like all our African Pride videos will come up, and I think we have 2 or 3 of that line. I was obsessed with the leave-in and the curling cream together. Fantastic products. However, every time I used them, they broke my face out, and I was completely and totally devastated because they were so good. They definitely were going to be like my #1 for the year. I think it was either last year. And nope. Every time I used them, like, they broke my face out, and so I actually like ended up just like giving them away. But I love that line. I love the Moisture Miracle line so much, girl. Someone said it was your best wash and go ever.
I know they did, but like I said,
Thank you, Karen M. You're always blessing our super chats. Like, we love you. Thank you so much.
Girl, we questioned it for Karen M. Was the Karen M that emailed us one time? Is that you, Karen M? And we're so busted. Wait, somebody asked me about, hold on, where was it? Giselle. How do I think about Giselle? Hot mess. Love her. But love her. She's always arguing with someone. But love her. But I could see, again, I said, I love the show. We're back talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. I could really relate to her, and I could really relate to Robin in their journey of being black, because they're always questioned about their identity, what their race is, and nobody believes them. Like, so the first season with that Katie there, by questioning them, Katie was biracial and was proud to be biracial, but the other 2 simply were not. Like, I'm not biracial that I say, like, that I speak of, or that I ever dug up or did my genealogy and all of that. So for them to kind of like come hard at Giselle and Robin and say that they're biracial, and they're not, I really could relate to that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, it's like, it doesn't just happen to me. But just because you're light or have light eyes does not mean that you're biracial. Please let people be what they want to be or do what they are, you know, let them identify.
Well, be what they are.
Let me identify with what I identify with.
Can we
and
have
then
no
Robin
Rachel
said, "I'm
Dolezals
black."
up here?
She said, "I'm black." She said, "I was told I was black." I said, "Oh my gosh, like preach." She said, "I was told I was black," and that's what she goes by. She's black.
Thank you,
Right,
Jamar.
get over here.
And Sophie Spencer, we're on live, so watch what you say with that deep voice up there talking to Doggy. Nice things only.
HBO Max is not on Roku. Roku, it took me a while to learn that. I finally mastered it, but I still had to have cable because you can't get everything. They kind of dictate what you can have, and I didn't really master it. That first night when I got it, the kids got me the TV, the Roku TV for my birthday, and I hooked it up, and it just looked like everything was there. But when I wasn't getting CNN or anything else, I'm like, wait a minute. And then if you try to get CNN, it had like old stuff, and I'm like, what is this? But I was so ready to cancel my cable. That's how excited I was about Roku. But then when I calmed down and I realized that it's a little bit more complicated than that, though I still definitely enjoy it because I can get what is that show I like? The cooking woman.
Oh, the Pioneer
The
Woman?
Pioneer Woman. I love that show. So that's on there. Or who watches Love After Lockup? Love that show too. I have to catch up. I think on
Spencer totally doesn't curse at Doggy. He's so
Spencer don't
soft.
curse at
Yeah.
all.
Well,
Oh,
first things first.
right.
Yeah, he doesn't curse at all. But yeah, all this get over your doggy in that deep voice. Let's not. To say, Doggy, please come here. You sweet bundle of. That's why I talk to Doggy.
Yeah, no. All he does, Doggy prefers Spencer out of everyone, and it surprises me. Like you could be here, like Josh could be there. Spencer trumps everyone, and he just comes home from work, and after that, Doggy's just.
And we could just
on his hip.
say Spencer's name, and like he'll like sit up and look around and look for Spencer. He'll run to the door like he loves Spencer.
I'm like, Doggy, calm down. During the day, I'll be like, Spencer's coming soon, and he'll stop and he'll look, and I'm like, he's not here yet, but he's coming. Thank you, Lily B. She said cute Halloween decorations. I live for love after lockup. So good. It's so good. What do you think about that one that didn't she just kind of keep playing with those guys? Like she had the first one, I think it was John, and then she got that young one that came out of prison. Very messy. Then went back to John.
Bye, Portia P.
Knowing that the young guy that came out of prison could have had the two guys fighting. Like I just didn't dig that at all. You know, women can be kind of like ratchet sometimes. I didn't like that. And then I haven't watched it lately. There's like a guy on there. Remember the good looking guy I told you? That new guy.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Love After Lockup.
Oh, someone was Arius mentioned Yazin. I thought we were talking about that 90 Day the other way.
Oh, Yazin on 90 Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why did that girl go over there knowing like Americans like stop going to other countries trying to change the rules? The liquor bottle fell off the suitcase when she got off the airplane, and she didn't want to wear the hijab. You're dating a guy from another country, and you see the customs. Why do Americans have to go to other countries and always try to change the rules? I was getting so annoyed at that girl. It made no sense. Just then don't date. Yeah,
her freak out in the car was like, it wasn't me, but I was just like, sometimes you just like bug, and she was just like bugging. She's like, I don't know. But, I mean, it was kind of cringe. Well, the one episode you showed me when he called her baby, like, in front of his parents, and she was like, basically, don't call me that. And his mother was like, if he calls you baby, you are a baby. Like,
yeah.
Period.
Yeah, and like they go over there, and I'm not doing this, I'm not eating that, and I'm not wearing that. Like, you're not going to tell me what to do. Then don't date another guy from another culture. Don't do that and try to go over there and, like the audacity to do that. I don't get that. It's not even entertaining. To me, it's so disrespectful. Again, do we have to get back onto that 90-Day Fiancé with that Angela and how awful she was? And, we went to the mosque that time, great big long feet, took the shoes off, and just like we got this. I mean,
Wait, was that Angela?
was that it?
No, that was baby girl
Lisa.
Lisa. That was baby girl Lisa.
Baby girl Lisa. The Angela not too far from that too. But baby girl, yeah, just
baby girl
so
Lisa.
disrespectful. Going
Angela
over
was
there.
the one that threw the cake in his face and all that.
I know, that really upset me when
and
she did that.
She doesn't want him to have other wives, although it's the culture and whatnot.
Yeah, all right. Come on. Oh, please don't get me started tonight. Because they be looking, they look for things like this. They plug in their names and they go, I mean, girls should be coming for me soon. But I'll be ready for her. Because I got a few things to say to baby girl Lisa and Angela. Angela had a lot of nerve. Okay. She got Michael, 30 years old. Okay. I could say it. Because I'm 53. But come on. Okay, seriously, like really kind of stunt that guy so he can't have another child. Getting all mad, you know, because her eggs are all dried up.
Girl!
They are! My eggs are dried up, girl.
Okay.
They are dried up. She had a lot of nerve. Girl.
Reel
Okay.
you back in.
Pillow talk. I couldn't really get into that, but I'm going to try. I definitely, yeah, it's because I've seen a lot of them. Yeah, no, but I can't. I just really can't. And then the way they dress, and you know, I can't.
So don't.
Y'all think I have confidence? That's confidence. They look a hot mess, and go over there just all like slouchy and just bra straps showing and cigarette stuck here. Like, oh my, going to Nigeria, it's just so cultured over there, and they just do things so different. And then just coming, smoking, going down the street, just I can't.
Told you that she's pregnant with triplets.
Who
is?
Who?
Baby
Who?
girl Lisa or Angela?
No way, that's a joke, right?
Girl, maybe it's not girl.
Well, Wanda, I accepted you on Facebook, so now you'll be able to watch me all day now.
Girl.
Yes, Angela, you're an angel. We're not talking about you, honey. We talk about another one. A whole hot mess of a one. Okay. We would. I know. You also, we started on 90 days. Like, then you have to lock me up. So I have too many opinions.
So I'm not even allowed to yell at the dog now. Like, what exactly am I allowed to do?
Just love him and hug him. We're almost done. Well, kind of, sort of.
You don't listen at
Let's
all.
see. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Has he had any you know what's today? TRE.
No.
Give him his little licky mat with some peanut butter on it.
Who is pregnant with triplets?
We need answers.
We need answers.
We have to get me back into the show again.
Which one? 90 Day?
Yeah, we'll be doing more of the vlogs. Yeah, we actually have
Mm-hmm.
something fun planned. Well, we already filmed it, but now we need to like film the rest of the vlog to add to it.
Too funny.
It was
Guys, you ripped me off, girl.
Girl, it was your idea, girl. You were mad confident too. Guys, don't bet.
Yeah.
LoriAnne lost Manny.
You never know what they're gonna know. Or what, like Spencer said, he learned the hard way with Adam. He had something so obscure, he didn't think Adam would get it, and Adam just popped up with the answer, and he said never ever again would he bet with Adam. You think I would have learned years ago?
People said you should do 90 Day Fiance commentary. We talked about that last year. But we said we didn't want to drive that kind of like negativity to the channel because you wanted to go in like with your commentary, and I was like, that would change the MADCURLS comments, which our comments are basically 99.9% just like clean, nice comments. I was like, but having those types of videos on the channel, like people would probably be coming for it.
That genre is very competitive, and those people that do that commentary they lock it down and they don't look too kindly on people coming into that genre. I could definitely hold my own, but like, I don't want to deal with those people on there that are just, they take it dead serious. And I don't know how they kind of like really get in with the people. I've seen Angela on YouTube channels with people just like me and you, just like normal everyday people. And there's Angela's big pie face sitting up there with Michael, and they're telling all their business. They get the girls from 16 who's pregnant or whatever, the OG and now. So they get these people. I'm not trying to chase after these. I'm too busy talking about it, but I don't want them on my
I feel
show.
like just you watching an episode and giving your commentary could hold its own. Like, you don't need to talk to the actual people and get behind the scenes because the show is enough. Like, people want to hear, I guess, your commentary on the episodes. But we definitely talked about this because... But I said, again, I feel like it would have to be separate from the channel because, like, you be going in.
I do, because somebody said that I really am passionate about what I say. What was that we were talking about? We did a video last week, and they love I'm so demonstrative the way I speak. Everything is just so exaggerated.
Was it the products we hate, the brands we love, maybe?
Okay.
That you were going in?
Yeah, I do get very demonstrative and very excited. So yeah, my commentary probably would be crazy. It's just very opinionated. A lot of opinions. So make 2 channels. You know, the vlogs are definitely staying because we like doing that. We like the content. I think it's kind of like what we kind of are like going into. We love sharing our lives. You know, at first I could never imagine it when I first got on YouTube, sharing any sort of our lives, and now it's just business as usual.
What we do, we wake up in the morning crusty, like, good morning.
Well, we did that one time on a Sunday morning. Sarah Fatine just kind of like popped up on Instagram. Remember that?
Maybe you could do it like, but maybe people might want to watch it back. Your commentary.
Girl, no, that's where all the 90-day fiance folks hang out. Are you kidding me? Be coming for me?
Very scared, girl.
No, girl, but I just don't want to deal with them big pipe-faced folks. They know they did wrong, and I have to tell them about themselves. And they're gonna tell me about myself, and it's gonna get ugly.
Girl, people want you creating a channel. We created I asked on Instagram, and I created a post on our community page that we wanted to do another Q&A. We got some cool questions so far. I started like listing them, but if you weren't aware, if you head over on our YouTube channel and the community section, there's like a little post where we're doing a Q&A if you want to drop your questions there to add to the video.
You said that we're going to stick to like more personal because hair questions, you're going to do another.
Yeah, so we didn't really specify. I was leaning more towards like personal type questions, like it would be like a personal Q&A, but hair questions did come in, so I like snatched those out and put them in like a separate category where like we wanted to film that video as well, hair questions. But I like how we did it was actually 6 months ago we did the Q&A. We were sitting outside and like people really enjoyed that, just
wow, 6 months
getting
already.
to know us. So
was that Q&A or was that like
it was a Q&A.
catching up? Oh, okay.
It was a Q&A.
Okay.
We did 2 outside.
Okay.
We did like the year update, and then we did another one. We did another one. That was a Q&A. I'm always interested in what people want to know about us.
I know. I think we covered, but I guess if you're new on the channel and it's somewhere in one of our, we said we have almost 500 videos on our channel.
We have over 500 videos on our channel. So that goes with like just our regular videos and then live streams as well. We have like 500 videos on the channel.
So like we mentioned it in one of our videos one time. So I guess we have to kind of like keep repeating ourselves at times by doing things, because I know when we used to do those water bottles and people loved it, and so we have to just kind of keep answering the same questions because it's a brand new question to a new viewer, but to us, we're like seeing it all the time, but they're new, so they don't realize that we've said it in every video before they got there. So yeah, people ask. I think somebody said they're definitely new because they wanted to know the ages of your brothers.
Yeah, they want to know like how many kids you had and their ages, like and our ages.
Yeah.
So yeah. I feel like there's something wrong with this eye. Like it's like lazy or something. Like I feel like it's like half closed.
Is it fluttering?
No, but it like feels irritated.
You never tried Ancient Cosmetics. Is it the name of a brand or is it a genre of cosmetics?
What are your thoughts on the whole Birkin bag conversation? Is that the conversation where a man has to get you a Birkin bag, or it was something like these women kept coming out on Instagram saying like he has to get you a Birkin bag
or what?
He just has to get you a Birkin bag. I'm not into purses like that. Like I wouldn't want a Birkin bag. What am I supposed to do with a Birkin? Like I was never into like when I was in high school, people were obsessed with like Michael Kors and like Coach and Louis Vuitton. Like I don't like name brands like that. So it was like basically the man is busted if he doesn't get you a Birkin bag.
That email, Karen, we're horrible people. I said tonight to Taylor. What did you say? I said we're horrible. Karen, would you believe that we seriously do have the box upstairs? We're just horrible people. Just haven't made it to the post office. And the post office is literally almost like within walking distance, but the time is so crazy.
Yeah, the time of the
But
post
we're
office.
definitely, we have not forgotten you. And last week when I'm like, there's a woman on there, Karen, I'm like, she keeps blessing us. I'm like, girl, we're horrible people.
That
her,
email
yeah.
was everything.
It was.
That email was everything.
We like when people come in and relate to us and we bring pleasure to their lives. So we have not forgotten you. Okay, we're making it a point tomorrow. Definitely. To the best of our ability.
Why do people demand excessive and unnecessary gifts when in relationship? It's like a new thing now. I don't know. I mean, I think, who was it? Is it Sweetie, Swatty, whatever, whoever's dating, was it Quavo? I don't know. Wasn't she the one that kicked it off? And it's always like rich people. Like, who are you to say that women's, like, men are trash if they don't get them Birkin bags? Like,
so it's a thing on
like,
Instagram.
not everybody's, like, rich like that with Birkin bags, like, ugly purses.
So it's a thing on Instagram that what you have to just keep parading around your Birkin bag.
Girl, I guess it's something big if you get a Birkin bag.
You know how much Birkin bags are?
They're very expensive.
They're like $5,000.
No, girl,
Yes, they are.
no, girl. Birkin bags aren't. I thought they were like $25,000-$70,000 bags. They're extremely expensive.
Oh,
Guys,
okay.
how much are Birkin bags? Birkin bags are not no 5,000. That's chump change, like to rich folk.
Seriously, yeah, because money.
Was it Mary Poppins $100,000? Like, no, they're like up there. Birkin bags, talking about some, yeah, 20K. Yeah, they're expensive, and like women will be like 30K, 300K. Yeah.
How unreasonable is that, though, to feel that somebody you're dating is going to get you a Birkin bag?
Like,
I used to judge them on taking out to dinner, pay for the tab.
but like. Birkin bag, like, I don't know. Yeah, Birkins are the thing now. I'm not into purses like that, so I don't need a Birkin bag. I don't need any kind of bag. Like, I'm not into purses. But.
Oh, Carrie, with the vlog, she said she started watching when I was talking about my husband moving. Was that it? Oh, were those vlogs back then, or were those like life updates, or were those vlogs back then?
There's a waiting list and everything for Birkins. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can imagine.
And they said there's a whole movement that if men don't spend money on you, then they're not the one.
But not for a Birkin bag, just money in general.
I think they're saying Birkin bags, maybe like just expensive things. No, she said Birkin bags and your bills. I remember reading that. She said something about he has to pay your bills and buy you a Birkin bag, or it's not it. That's what she said.
So they come to the door with the wallet open like that. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know what I would feel about that. Just open up the wallet. It seems like you could do like really. I would think lose respect. I would really feel like I could really take advantage, because that to me all they would become is just a wallet. You know, I wouldn't. I mean,
it's just
once
not
you
a
get
cute.
to know someone and they know your plight and they want to help you, but to come in and you start looking for them to, I don't know.
I feel like people are like robots. Like to some people, like people will say something and run with it. Like to me. That just sounds so busted, but there maybe are some women out there that are like, yeah, like I agree with that, absolutely, like yeah, bring them Birkin bags, and like I mean, there's somebody for everybody, so maybe they'll find the person that will bring them Birkin bags and pay their bills, and I have no idea.
Because what do you ladies think about men paying for everything when you are dating? Are we pronouncing your name right, Leila?
Is it Leila?
Is it Leila? I hope we're pronouncing it right. Phonetically spell it. I definitely used to embrace that philosophy from my generation. But then when you guys came along, you kind of didn't really like that. And you kept saying, Mom, nobody's like that. Everybody's old-fashioned. I still do have standards. I still think that that there's a time and place for everything. I don't think you have to, like, drain the swamp. No, I don't think you have to drain somebody's wallet. Remember when drain the swamp? Not worse. But anyway, I don't think I have to... I think now that I have sons, and now that I have a daughter, and now, you know, it's different. I think, shall I go so far as to say like teamwork makes the dream work? I don't know if I can say all that, but I think
every relationship is different.
Yeah, I think my mentality was like, there was no exceptions to the rule. Like everything was being paid for, or don't ask me out. Like I'm not interested. Like everything had to be paid for. But now I can respect how you guys do it a little bit.
I feel like when you're first meeting somebody, up front, putting your best foot forward, being a gentleman, paying for things. But if you're going like the long haul, long term, like like me and Josh have known each other for a very long time, and he still pays for dates and all that kind of stuff. But like one day when we're married and stuff, like I already know, like you again. For me, I feel like that like dream work makes the team work. Like he has a good job, I'll have a good job. We'll be able to have a nice place and go on vacations and do things together. Like that's what I envision. I don't envision him paying for everything. Like that's not even what I want. So I feel like our money together, like we could have more and we could do more. So like that's already something like that I want.
I like the way Lee Butler said. She said, "I don't think a guy should pay for everything, but some things are to be expected." Yeah, that's a perfect way of putting it. I think, like you said, some things are to be expected, unless you really don't think you're going to be interested. So, say if you go out on the first date, I always think women should come prepared. Just in case the person's not going to pay. I hate that kind of heart racing moment where you don't know at the end if they're going to pay or not. So you should always have like your own money, but sometimes you don't want them to pay because then they might expect more out of the relationship. They might think it's a relationship, and you might have gotten a vibe while you're eating that. I don't know, and I don't want to have any like indebtedness to them. Like they pay for a little steak, and then they think they're gonna lock you down. Like So
they pay for a little steak.
A dry rubberized steak. Yeah.
But I don't know. I really don't think about it that hard. Like who's paying for it. Like it's just kind of like, at least for my relationship, like Josh is just like that. But then there will be times I'll be like, hey, like I'll get the Uber Eats tonight, or I'll get the Starbucks or the breakfast sandwiches. On Sundays we like to go to like this breakfast spot and get these like bacon, egg, and cheeses and like the coffee. Like we'll like alternate. Like more times than not he's paying for it. But there are times I'll jump in like, hey, I can do it. Not saying he can't do it, but it's just like a nice gesture because like we've known each other a really long time. So, but
thanks, Karen. She said you're not a horrible girl. Relax. Frida said the gifts that matter are the ones that come from the heart. It may not cost anything. A surprise picnic lunch in the park, especially from a man, that means everything. Thoughtfulness. Yeah, I definitely that. I think as I get older, gifts are nice, but I don't think there's nothing out there that I can't buy, or probably a lot of people can't buy for themselves. So I think the traits I would be looking for is what, guys? Y'all say it first. Yes. The first one is going to be on my tombstone. I say along with my pink lipstick. What else am I looking for? Who knows me?
Ari be knowing. I wonder if she's going to come through. Let's see who's going to come through first. Oh,
Thank
there it
you.
is.
Right there. Loyalty. Definitely loyalty. Can't have nobody stab me in the back, talking behind my back, throwing shade. Undying loyalty. I think you're going to stand by me. I think my aunt used to say, I'm going to stand by you if you're right. I'm going to stand by you if you're wrong and try to make you right, but you're going to stand by. I can't have people just running, just so disloyal. I can't stand disloyalty. I can't. So definitely loyalty, trust, conversation, communication. So those things are important to me. Not no Birkin bag, busted Birkin bag. That's the last thing I want.
Busted Birkin bag.
Busted Birkin bag.
Girl, see, who got it started? Sarah, that's the conversation, though, girl. A Birkin bag, girl. But is he getting to a Birkin bag, though?
Right, girl.
There is all she wanted was loyalty on the tombstone.
There she won. That's me, right there. That's gonna be my expression. My what is it? Is it epitaph? Is it epitaph? What do they put on the tombstone? All she wanted. That's all she wanted was loyalty.
That's all you wanted.
That's it. I'll sing that in my head. You build together. Yep, once you're a solid couple. Yeah. Oh, Carrie, we were thinking about that the other day. That it was take a video, like
that was definitely
not
one of
like
the
a series, but like maybe like one or two videos about that, because I've had it for 30 years. MS people down that I just got the question or the comment about she stumbled across the video on JBCO and she heard me say that I had multiple sclerosis and diagnosed, and she was diagnosed a year ago, right? Where's that? Just up there.
She said being diagnosed a year ago. I'd like to hear her experience. Yeah, we said that was one of the Q&A questions that came in. Like, I don't know if it was from you or like maybe somebody else, but we get those questions, especially on here on lives. Like frequently, people want to know all about that. So I was like, maybe you should film like a video just talking about like before your diagnosis and then like getting diagnosed and then just your 30-year kind of journey with it and like where you are now with it.
I think it's more than just a question and answer kind of like just a quick answer. I think it really should. I think sometimes I see a lot of people on Friday Night Lives that come for the MS question or the MS conversation. And I, like I said a few weeks ago, I always like seek out those because I know where like I'm at with different things in my journey, and so I always like give respect, and I always kind of like look for those questions because I do have it, and I don't mind sharing my experience because it is a very scary journey. It's very unpredictable, and you just never know from day to day.
Mm.
Yes, ma'am. Area cancers are fiercely loyal, and we need the same treatment.
Superstar Bella, us regular people require different things than rich people. Yeah. I said even one day, like, if we got rich, I feel like I'd still be shopping in Forever 21. I would just be able to buy more Forever 21. I don't like expensive things. I can't, even you like shopping in like J. Crew or whatever, I can't wrap my head around paying $35 for a white beater. Or a t-shirt. I can't. I'm such a bargain shopper. I cannot. I'm even side-eyeing like a $30 sweater. I'm like,
I know.
can we have a sale? Like 20% off, 50%? Like, I can't. Even like a $30 sweater, like, I cannot. I'm like,
Miss Bohemia said if someone gave me a Birkin bag, I'd sell it and keep the cash. That's how you use a Birkin bag. But that kind of stuff is so not my thing. Yeah, no. There was a time when I was younger, you know, the Louis Vuitton and the Gucci and what did I like back then? What else did we have? What was out back then? I mean, the stuff. I mean, classics are classics.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like Coach though, just because it's Coach. Like, if anything, I take the things in high. Like, I took the dangly labeled Coach off, or did you take it off? I
definitely wanted it.
I definitely wanted it because it was part of the pocketbook, but I didn't buy it because it was Coach. I just bought it because it was nice quality leather. But sometimes them things could weigh, the pocketbook weigh 30 pounds before you even put stuff in it. So yeah, I had to get something like this now. This little flimsy little bag, just tote, this little cotton, because the way I load up my bag, I don't have the strength to carry them anymore.
But yeah, no, I'm such a bargain shopper. Like, I'll go to work, and a teacher said to me, she's like, "You're the best dressed teacher here," and I'm like, "No way!" But like, my teachers are like, my coworkers are always complimenting me on my outfits, and so like, "Where is it from?" I'm like, "Target, Walmart, you know, Forever 21, the sale rack. I paid $5 for this." And that's just.
Hey, do you like Shein? Is it?
No. So Shein, like, I feel like it's so hyped right now because of TikTok, but I've had my experiences with them, and the stuff is just mad cheap. Like, I just can't. Like, it's cheap and it's cheap. It's cheap. I bought a tank top from there and it was see-through. No, I'm done with Shein. I bought this cute dress, put it on, and like, I pulled the string that was here, the string popped off. No, I can't. Cannot.
Nope. Somebody said I'm a widow and I tried a dating site and it was savage. Yeah, you one time made me open up a site, and it's an experience because I'm from a different generation. Like, how do you meet people nowadays? You know, where would I go to meet someone? But anyway, so I was on the site, and I guess, you know, you have a match whenever you meet someone. But because of the fact that I was still married and going through a divorce, it's messy, and I knew it was messy. And after he kind of like, not so much put me in my place, but basically said he would love to get to know me better and all of that. But when all of this is over, he said he doesn't date married women. He said because he dated someone one time that was married, and she swore she was getting a divorce, and the whole thing was just very, very messy. And I think she didn't end up getting one, and it was very like heartbreaking to him. So as much as he said he liked me, he wanted to get to know me and all that, I wanted to get to know him too, because he was going to take me to New York to see Wicked. But anyway, that fell through the what was it, the grapevine? Anyway, I didn't get to go.
Lily, of course. She said online dating can be a nightmare. Make sure to take screens of your matches on you. She won't be going anywhere.
Yeah, it's very scary. It's very intimidating, and I always feel like I had like just like that one more checkbox, the MS. You know, I feel that that's going to take a special person.
And your doggy moving around unsupervised.
Upstairs.
Yeah.
So that, to me, concerns me. And that's just where I stand with that one right now. And so, but no, I respected him that he said that he wanted me to be married. And then he said he even would take it so far as to say divorced and like 2 years out. Like, not just like newly divorced. He like, you have to be experienced divorced. He just didn't want someone that was new in the dating scene because it's too wishy-washy, he felt. So I could respect that, and I kind of like adopted that philosophy. I like that. Why would I want to date a guy that just kind of like broke up with someone and brand new? I would like kind of like 2 years out. Yeah, total bark. Yeah.
I have a funny Bumble story. Went on a date and he was basically a catfish.
Where's that at? Yeah, where do people meet people?
I don't know.
Could be a nightmare. Yeah.
Yeah, Shannon Collins. Yeah, like some people have success, but they have like 300 or 400 new items every single day. Like I just side eye a lot of the stuff. The sweaters look cute, but once you get them, it don't look like they'll keep you warm. They're not like substantial.
Where's that?
Like Shein, and like the
Okay.
skirts, the sizes, the dresses, the sizes, you get them like they're super flimsy. Like I don't know.
I asked
don't
you that
know.
if you, because remember they had like a home department. Didn't
Yeah, I was like yeah. You were like, they have a home decor department, and they do. And I remember reading one of those, like, you know, what I thought I was getting and what I actually got.
Right.
Someone thought they were buying this huge like fluffy white rug, and they got it, and it was like the size of this. It was like a little fluffy white rug, but like the picture on the website was like this huge white fluffy rug, and see, Fashion Nova, their prices are too high. I'm not doing Fashion Nova. Not doing it. Not doing it. But I have been dibbling and dabbling in definitely Nasty Gal. I've been shopping in Nasty Gal for like over a year. I love their skirts and their stuff. I actually ordered a whole bunch of new pants that just came. Love their stuff. And love Pretty Little Thing. Love Misguided. So that's where I kind of shop at. Forever 21 here and there. But Nasty Gal has been my go-to. So
I know.
it's kind of cringe when I have a cute outfit on and teach like where you get it from, and I'm like
lie. Don't tell them.
Nasty Gal.
Don't tell them that.
Oh, Boohoo, yes, I went crazy over the summer shopping at Boohoo. Lately, I haven't seen anything that I really like, but I do like Boohoo as well. But yeah, when it's like a cute satin skirt and it's from Nasty Gal, I'm like, oh my god, where'd you get your skirt? Do you really want to know? Why they named their site that I don't know. But
okay, so I got a dress from Misguided and got a whole different dress. Or like the sizes don't fit right. Like one, you can get a couple of pairs of pants.
So you actually got to see my little fashion show when it came. Like when we buy stuff, we're like, nobody judge, nobody ask questions.
Right.
Like just everyone take their packages and go. But yeah, my order came in and I ordered the same size across the board, but one of the pants were like way too big, and it was the same size as all the rest of the pants that I bought, but for some reason it was huge, and I was like, okay. So that definitely happens. I'm careful about buying pants. Definitely jeans. Jeans I won't buy online. And yeah, because sizes vary. Sizes vary from store to store. Like on Misguided, I'm a size 0, but on Nasty Gal, I'm a size 2. But then on Pretty Little Thing, I'm like a size 4. Like it varies. So I always look at the size guide and like the waist in inches, how big it is. And
I'm trying to get addicted to Depop and Poshmark to sell stuff. They act like it's so easy. They're like, just take a sweater, take a picture of it, and put it on, and and then they do the cash register, ching ching, and there's your money. Like, really, is it really that easily? You have to just like lay everything out nicely. Because I have plenty of stuff if I could just snap the camera, but is it really that simple?
I'm always in Facebook Marketplace, but I've never pulled the trigger. But like the stuff looks so interesting. It's like people
Marketplace.
People will, but it's mostly like just like furniture and stuff.
Right. Okay.
And like, so say you don't want this couch, you take a picture of it, put it on there, be like, I'm selling this couch for $200, and somebody will come and get it off Facebook
that quickly.
That quickly, like they'll just come and get it. There's so many things that like I want to just go and get, but I'm just like, I haven't pulled the trigger yet. But somebody was selling like the 9-drawer Alex drawers for $125, but I felt like that was too close to the original price. That I was like, no.
Well, then where do they come to the house to get the stuff?
No, like I would go pick it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they were selling it for like $125, and I was like, well, it retails for $150. So
Right.
that's like way too. I'm like, I'll just buy it new. Like that's way too close to the original price. But if they were selling it for like $75 or something, like that's a deal. That.
Yeah, no,
but you have to be able to get it and transport it depending on what it is.
Okay.
So like people sell like huge like sectional couches and stuff. Like you have to be able to go get it.
Okay, I wouldn't mind doing the whole. I think we even started like a whole closet or whatever, MADCURLS on Poshmark. We just haven't put anything in it yet. But we already set it up all with the desire to start selling on there. But I haven't done it yet.
We go watch a movie.
We sure can, because I am like, you feel my hands.
Girl, I'm even colder. I can't even.
Oh my
Your hands are
gosh.
warm. My hands are so cold.
Wow, I'm so cold. Y'all cold?
Who's someplace warm?
A tub rug.
Guys,
We
this
got
has
all the
been
Looney
fun.
Tunes tonight.
Guys, this has been fun. So long. Farewell. To you, my friend.
I'm cold, right?
Forever.
He's in.
Until we meet again.
Oh no, it's by
A cigar.
Because I probably was the way I was holding it. Up here in Montreal, it's freezing.
No, like my ears and stuff. Girl, you got a heating blanket on your bed.
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna come infiltrate your bed, even though I have a heating blanket on mine. But I'm gonna make you watch a movie with me.
Okay, what are we watching?
I don't know.
Okay, definitely gotta do that. Okay, guys.
Are you shaking?
I'm freezing and shaking.
Okay.
And
Next week, because like now that Halloween's over, we're gonna take all this down.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, here comes Spencer. And we're going to. I want to start going live from my room. We can put some heat on, or your room. You know, my room's brighter.
I was thinking about that tonight. That we should do it from upstairs because I had the.
I thought so too, but I was like, no, we're gonna get one more use out of this.
Okay.
And then.
Okay.
I was thinking about snatching it down tomorrow, but I'm like, wait, tomorrow is Halloween, so we'll leave it up tomorrow. And then Sunday we'll take it down.
Okay. I know. We'll start doing Thanksgiving.
Yay. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming to our live stream. Aw, he's been kicked out again. Okay, we're wrapping it up now.
All right, guys.
Doggy, come say bye. Come here.
Any final business?
Any final business? No, I don't.
Macari is a good app to sell stuff. Okay.
Sorry, excuse me. No, me and Josh don't have any Halloween plans. Saturday is his college football day. He went to Virginia Tech, so he's obsessed with Virginia Tech football. So he's nowhere to be found on Saturdays. He watches college football all day. I give him that day. So I'll be seeing him on Sunday. So no Halloween plans.
So then what are we doing tomorrow then? If he's watching football, we're going out. We're doing anything.
Should probably vlog.
Vlog. Do I have any returns?
I do. I
You
bought
do?
this concealer that I tried tonight and I don't like, so it's going
By who?
Morphe.
When you start buying
But it was
stuff,
white
you
because I thought maybe I could use it as like an eyeshadow primer, and it was just not the wave. It was not it. So
Oh.
I thought the eyeshadows would be like brighter, and it was just not it.
Okay. Yeah, I've got to find out about that Patrick Tar. But I am going to try to take the spoolie and scrape it to see if anything happens, and if not, back to Sephora to exchange. They must be. I mean, they can't help it. They must be losing a lot of money though, because like you can't test anything anymore, so you have to buy it and you test it at home. And it doesn't work. Back to the store it goes. They used to have a limit because I could really wear out a return. That finally the computer or the cash register would spit out a receipt until busted that I couldn't return anymore for like 60 days or whatever because I abused it. I would always buy stuff and not go with the receipt. But I like the fact now that you don't have to have the receipt. They can pull you up in the computer. But gosh, like I wonder if they'll stop that. You ready to go?
Okay, unless you're still talking.
No,
I can.
We gotta do.
I help Spencer with something.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, so I don't know. No, I'm ready to wrap it up anyway.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're going to stop. They can't stop us, right? Because you're buying things, and the only reason why you don't know what you're buying is because you can't sample stuff anymore. So, I know. All good things must come to an end, like my grandmother used to say. Angela said, I missed the Halloween live with you in costume. I know. But like I said, all night, we have bigger fish to fry this year. I returned so much I wasn't allowed to return without a receipt for a year. I know. That's me. So funny.
Girl, where's Flora plates?
They should be on the counter. Tonight, they definitely should be on that. You see the right behind you at the kitchen counter right there?
not there.
They're not. What about the bathroom? Right here on the dryer maybe? Doggy, why mommy running fast? What did you do? What did you do? Come here. Mom's gonna lead the way. Like, come on, follow me. What did doggy do? I'll take things back with no shame whatsoever. Me too. And my mother always had like all these excuses and reasons. I'm like, Mom, you don't have to give a whole reason or rhyme. Just put it on the counter. You know, so she always says like, oh, well, I got this, and wasn't like, I'm like, Mom, you don't have to do all that. I said, the person behind, she's just a silver, she doesn't care, she doesn't own it, she's not losing any money. My daughter's mortified when I do. I know. But I say as much as I shop, as I would have a constant flow of returns because I shop a lot. So I shop far more than I ever return, and I keep telling people the stores love it when you return, because when you return, you're still looking at shopping to buy something more to replace that item. You always buy like a little bit more. Never have I bought under. I'm always buying over, and they love that when you walk by the stuff to return your stuff because you're seeing other stuff that you want. So I have no shame returning things. What's that? Want to know. You should go to the community tab. I know, there's not a community tab, I think, on everything. I think on iPhones, but I don't know if they're on the iPads. The community tab. I was on the community tab. I missed it, I think. Oh, yeah, exactly. I think Tay put the questions out there on the community page for our question and answer video. Yeah, I didn't know for the longest either that there was a community tab. And there's like activities going on out there. People post videos and all that. I didn't know all of that.
It's so through.
Oh my gosh, it was 85 today in Northern California. Wow. Oh, really? Kept sending expired ABH glosses? And it'd give you $100 for a $16 gloss. I know, because the ABH glosses, they're sold in TJ Maxx or Burlington or something. You broke the system. I don't know why they get so upset about it. Like, they take it so personally. They look at it, they open it up, they keep inspecting it as if it would really matter to them. They're not Sephora, they're not any store, they don't own this stuff. Just take the stuff back and let me go on about my way. But they really look open, inspect, did you use it, how many times? I'm like, really, girl, bye.
Or are you holding it down?
What you doing?
Changing sheets.
Uh-oh, doggy. Why would mommy be changing sheets? Oh, Lisa Powell, we will. Thank you. She said, check your Cash App, girl.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, sweet.
Blessings.
You said blessings,
Blessings on blessings on blessings.
right?
Dino, give it to me and go finish it.
Okay, here's this. Here's this. Shake, shake, shake. Scrub, scrub, scrub.
Alright.
Okay.
So is anyone celebrating Thanksgiving this year? And I know, well, at least I can speak for I'm not going to do it like the way that I once did it. I would want to bring family around, like my mom or anything, older people, because there's so much activity like in my house, like the guys go in and out to work and, different things. So I don't want to expose my mom to that because she really stays in the house and no one goes in and no one comes out. So I don't want to expose her to anything because she's elderly. But yeah, I don't think Thanksgiving will be as it once was.
Doggy.
Men's approached me at the grocery store. Kim Gregory. We talk about how we meet men.
You said, yeah, doing a very small, intimate Thanksgiving this year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ours
Okay.
is just going to be us, right?
Yeah.
And then Josh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that's it.
So yeah, so it's just, like Josh will come kind of like in and out, and he's the only one that can get away with that, other than like the boys. But yeah, nobody else really.
Is coming up in here.
Yeah.
Do you think asking people to get tested before having Thanksgiving is okay? I feel like if you're gonna do it, then yeah. I mean, if you're gonna have a big group, then everybody should be tested, right?
Yeah, but like, why go through that trouble? Because how soon to Thanksgiving would you get tested? I've heard of people where they will go into quarantine, they say for 2 weeks before, and the parents, of course, don't have people over their house, so it's their elderly parents.
Mhm.
So anybody that wants to come over has to quarantine 2 weeks before. That's a big thing to say to someone because people work and they have to go in and out.
That's a commitment.
That's a huge commitment. So I don't know if people can do that. That's a lot to ask, I think. But other than that, being tested one day, I've heard a lot of like negatives, and they're not really negative. You go back 2 or 3 days and try it again, and so I don't know about this testing. How soon towards Thanksgiving would you test? A few days before, or
It just seems like a hassle. Like, I don't know. There was a lady talking at my job. She said how she typically goes to like her brother's house, and his the brother will host it. And so the brother sends an email saying, that each family, like each household, will have their own table. There'll be no appetizers. Masks are required. And she was like, it just seems like a whole lot of extra. Like, why even host it? Like, why even do it?
yeah,
Like, go through all that. Separate tables, no appetizers, basically no mixing and mingling. Like, everyone just comes in, sit down at your designated table with the people you're at home with. That's who you get to sit with and mingle with, and have a mask on, no appetizers.
Yeah, I would be with the people who I was quarantined with and those who were in quarantine the entire time. Exactly. So basically, people in this house. Who else? I can't see if anybody else.
Yeah. But I mean, if people are doing it, then it's a good effort. It's definitely something,
Yeah,
that's what you require people to
think they say
to
you
test
have to
before they come up in your house.
take it, like do it on a case by case basis. I think some people are more high risk than others. I have multiple sclerosis, so I definitely don't want to be sick because I don't really know how it works. Some come out of it and some don't. Some die, so I don't really know how it works. But turkey is not worth my life.
Are we having turkey this year?
It is more than turkey, Mom. Let me see. Too bad we don't have rapid testing available to everyone. Yeah, rapid testing. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Rapid testing would take, I guess.
That's me, Rose.
Is testing free? We asked that question, right?
Yeah. So I heard it's free with insurance, but if not, it's like $140 a test or something. Is that correct?
But free with insurance meaning that they charge the insurance
company. So you're not paying anything out of pocket.
Because what happened in the beginning? Remember when it first came out back in March, and testing was free, and then you want doggy? not doggy. The Spencer's there. But now I found out if you have insurance, it's no longer free.
Asia, that's what I thought. I thought it was free. I thought it was free across the board.
Me too.
Ona said I paid $100 even with my insurance. Nope, not free. Which it wouldn't make sense, I guess, that it would be free, even though that's what I thought. Because people might just take advantage, like go get tested every day. And at one point I thought there was like a shortage of tests. People couldn't just go get tested like that because it was a shortage in the beginning.
So what happens if somebody like yourself who's a teacher, and every other week you could feel like you are sick, you have to pay $100 every time you get tested?
I guess that's what that would mean. So how often do you have to get tested for school? So I haven't been actually tested at all. It wasn't required, but it does become required if there's an issue. So like recently there was an issue, but none of the teachers had to be, because you had to be within a room within 6 feet for longer than 15 minutes. That's the gauge. So you have to be in contact with the person 6 feet, like 6 feet or less, for 15 minutes. And so like none of the teachers had that requirement, but all the students in the class that were sitting near this kid in each of his classes had to all like go home and be quarantined. Like they had to go. But yeah, so I guess, and which I even said, I'm like, do they have to be tested before they come back? Like I still don't understand it fully.
Well, essential workers, and a teacher's considered an essential worker. As long as you're not showing symptoms, you can go back. I don't think that they have to, because you're an essential worker, they don't keep you out like the rest of us would have.
Well, if I was exposed to that student for longer than 15 minutes and we were within 6 feet of each other, then I would have to go get tested.
Okay. Who has been tested? And is it as bad as they say that it is? Like, I haven't been tested yet, and I'm petrified the way they explain it.
Or like they stick it all the way up to your brain cells. I've been tested twice, been free both times, once through insurance, the other time via state. Yeah. I mean,
okay.
I mean, I even said to him, I'm like, should I just go get one and just because I haven't done it yet, just to see? But then it's just like, if I'm paying $140 and I feel fine, I don't feel anything, I haven't been exposed to it, why am I just gonna go get it and waste a test when I don't have to? When next week I could be exposed to it in the school, because like every day walking in there, it's a risk. I mean, my mask is always securely on over my nose. I'm 6 feet from people, you know, always washing my hands, hand sanitizer, wiping down desks, like the whole 9 yards. You know, I'm following all the protocol, but like if I am exposed to it somewhere, Spence, can you get him? He wants water.
Somebody said today that
I would get tested, but before then, it's like, why would I get tested?
Yeah, the guy that does the test, he said, oops, a guy that does the test, he wears his masks and he's constantly taking the temperature, and he said he comes into like 800 people or something like that a day, and he has not got it yet. So I think that the masks and I think safety precautions and washing your hands and all that can really keep you safe. I feel like since March, you know, you see on the news every night, you know, the numbers going up, and I'm just shocked. Like, we haven't been exposed, but I think that we take precautions. I think we wear our masks. And
even though our town went, I read today, from the yellow into the orange, and they think it's going to head into the red, which they said, which no surprises there. I mean, all the towns are going up again. They said we're in the second wave of it, so it's going up again. But yeah, I mean, when it actually like happened to the school, when they were like, okay, like there's been a situation, it's like, okay, like this is not that it wasn't a real thing. Like, this is a real thing. Like, you know, here it is. Like, what could happen? Because our section of the school is so small that if that kid had like wiped out all those teachers, we'd probably have to go remote because there's not that many of us, and like a lot of these teachers teach multiple grades, so it's like you could wipe out a math teacher, you could wipe out like a language arts teacher for like 2 weeks, and like you're wiping out the whole grades. Because with middle school you switch classes, that's what makes it even more messy, because you're getting multiple teachers. And so I think actually only the strings teacher had to quarantine because she was in contact with him for like longer than 15 minutes in 6 feet or something.
I like that. So Miss Bohemia said we've seen no one since March. We're super strict with our quarantine still. Kids home from virtual school. We've done little hello masks on, taking them from sidewalk to friends in their homes. Yeah, like, see, I really respect that. You know, because I take it seriously. I don't want people to think, you know, not you guys, but I'm saying like in the world, like I'm a stuffed shirt or like I'm being extra, you know. But I respect that because I think somebody said, do it this year so when we all meet again next year, no one is missing. You know, I like that because it's true. I mean, it's like no one can ever sacrifice. We're just so afraid of being inconvenienced or uncomfortable, and I think it's worth doing what you have to do. You know, that's why I don't understand, you know, Orange Aid. I don't understand that. How he just is deliberately going out, just going against the grain. I don't understand it. It's just the craziest mentality to me. All you have to do is wear a mask.
Masks definitely make a difference. I think they definitely...
I do too.
I mean, it helps. I think, yeah, I mean...
It's the simplest thing to do.
Cover your face.
Yeah, sometimes like you look for solutions for things. You like with my MS, I'd love something so simple as to do that and everything would be okay or would protect me. But it's the simplest thing. Why go against it? You know, because early on it became a political thing, and so that's where it went wrong. And it's a shame.
I'm gonna say something I forgot.
Wow, she said the mask is huge. There was a story of 2 stylists who had COVID and didn't know and saw 140 clients, but no one got COVID because everyone had their masks on at all times. See? We're talking from Birkin bags still. Farrah said they range from 10,000 to 70,000.
It's crazy. Back to busted Birkin bags.
You know, Wanda said she has a friend that has it now. You know, others that have it. I think it's wrong, but people have to think it's real.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably more just uncomfortable than anything. So, like, if I had to go get it, like, you know, suck it up and go. But aren't there like different ways? Like, you can do it up your nose, you can swab it in your mouth, you can get blood work. Aren't there like
I was on blood work.
Ways? I would, yeah. And someone was like, "Oh my gosh, like you take the needle over." I'm like, yeah, because I know what to expect. Like, I would go get blood work, like if that was an option.
Yeah,
sure.
I definitely wouldn't want that. Yeah, turkey isn't worth my life. Yes, Tavia 2685 said, "Oh my God, I finally caught alive." And
you were actually just saying goodnight like 20 minutes ago. We're still here. Taking supplies.
Hospitals just to sell them back. That's horrible, Lee Butler. I thought that they locked it. I know on Amazon and eBay they locked down on that to take supplies and sell them at exorbitant prices.
Are people still doing that? Remember they were doing that in the beginning? They were buying like Clorox wipes and selling them for like $3,000.
Yeah.
Dougie, whoa! Something dropped and he was on it.
He was on it. Yeah.
Relax.
I'm not lifting my foot because I got it.
Dougie, come here. It's fresh. It's fresh, Dougie. It's not nice.
Yeah,
Come
and
here.
he moves faster than me, so I'm not even about to lift my foot up. So he will snatch it.
He
Nope.
came running from across the room because you heard something drop. Like, chill.
Oh my gosh, if you ever had a rapid flu test, we do go very high in the nose and turn it in a full circle. See? Oh, I think Adam had to do it, right?
Yeah. But Angel said by the time you're uncomfortable, it's over. Which is probably true. Like, stick it up there, swab, 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 and pull it out.
It was Angela Marcinkovich still on here because I think I'd read before. Congratulations, she said she's having another little baby in the family.
Aww.
I think her nephew just turned 2, and then they found out that having another baby. Is it your brother's new baby?
Girl, how far up are you?
You mean in my comments? Girl, you know how I am.
Girl,
I'm not that bad.
girl, we're saying goodnight. I'm like freezing. Dog's
Okay.
acting crazy.
A lot of people didn't go to 10th grade biology, so they don't understand science or know what virus is. It's just sad.
I love 10th grade
I was
biology.
going to say, actually, I was one of those that didn't go. Oh my gosh, guys, I came from a Catholic school, and I had straight A's. Okay, everything all the way down, straight A's, straight A's. But then I begged my mother if I could go to public school, so she sent me to public school. I didn't know how to act. First year, did not know how to act. So excited, finally got to sit with some boys, some testosterone. I couldn't get further out in the back of the classroom, sit with all like the boys, like all like the hood boys, just loved it. Basically had my legs up crisscross on the desk, just showing off. Didn't learn one thing. I couldn't laugh enough about biology. And he was giving out the grades. For instance, he'd say, Dan, F. We all bust out laughing. Like, there was nothing to laugh about. Like who was I? Lori, an F, laughed. Didn't learn one thing. And I always wanted to be a nurse. But because of that experience, high school biology, I felt like I wasn't going to be good at
hood boys.
Hood boys, girl. Hood boys.
Hood boys.
The boys.
The boys. The boys.
Not boys, but books. Books.
Yeah. I totally enjoyed biology, although my biology teacher, she scared me. She was one of those teachers that was like really intense and hardcore, but like nice at the same time. As long as she wasn't intense and hardcore at you, you could enjoy her. But if like it was directed towards you, then it'd be like, oh my gosh, like I want to cry. This lady's mean. But after we went through everything in biology, we had to do like end of the year projects where like she was like assigning people stuff. So like each of the systems, like I forget all the different systems, but I definitely remember the reproductive system because that was the one I didn't want. And of course that was the one I got. And actually I got it, and then my best friend at the time got it in her class. And you had to like create some sort of poster or a game or something to teach people about like the system that you got. And what are all the different systems, guys? There's the reproductive system, there's the nervous system, there's a whole bunch of different systems, but that's the one I got. And I think I ended up just like doing a poster, and I tried to make it like cartoony, but that day I was like running into school with my poster with like the 2 body parts on it. Yeah, and that was the one I didn't want. When I heard the process, I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, please don't make it the reproductive, please don't let me get them. Everything I always begged for that I didn't want, I always got. Like, I didn't want my freshman year pool period 1. And what did I get? I had pool period 1 my freshman year. So like I'd wake up on pool day and then run into school looking crazy. And then I'd take pool, get in the pool, hair get all busted, chlorine in my curls, it was busted. And then we had like 15 minutes to get dressed, if that. And I always look crazy on pool day. But anyway, that's the system I got, and I had to like create a poster, and so I had like the 2 body parts from the poster. I had to like run it into school that day.
Wow, here's my indoctrination, skeletal, nerves, cardiovascular.
There it is. And then my best friend in high school, she was really out there, and I don't know, she thought she could just get away with anything, but she did, I think, like a Monopoly game on the reproductive system, but actually using real pictures, and she got in so much trouble for bringing that in.
Oh, really?
She got in so much trouble, and she was like, what? Like, this is science, this is this, like, that's not what the assignment was, and, I mean, it was, but it was busted. She didn't need to do all of that, and she did that, and she got in so much trouble.
Hey, LoriAnne, she said she just finished watching our review of Moisture Love. Remember we did that last year, Moisture Love. That was like the little,
it smells like cake.
Was that the new? Was it a brand new person? Was that the young person that remember started?
No, that was Lux Locks Curls.
Okay. Moisture Love.
Moisture Love is the one with
okay.
when you buy the products, they like give
Yes.
some proceeds to like
Okay.
black schools or black districts or something within the black community. They were giving back with like every purchase.
Yeah, because when you're young, you make bad decisions, and so there it was. And so after that, after biology, then I didn't want to go on to chemistry because I felt like if I couldn't do biology, and I had to cut up that pig. That's when they did the oh my god, I've never seen more rubberized.
You had to cut a pig?
Yeah, I did. It was like a little, almost like a little fetus pig. It was so rubberized.
I had to do a worm.
It had no smells. It was almost gray. It was so like lacking of pain.
Girl, because it was in the formaldehyde.
Yeah, it was awful. Awful. But so I figured if I couldn't do biology, then no sense in me going on to chemistry, and so that was the end of my dream. If only I would have just like applied myself. But no, the boys were there. The boys were far more important than busted biology. Yeah.
Girl, bad decision making. Girl.
Yeah. Results were amazing.
All my science teachers are really cool. One of my favorite subjects besides history. I had some. Well, let me think. My chemistry teacher, he was a little bit intense, and it's funny because like I work back where I went to high school, so like basically all my teachers are still there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like my chemistry teacher's still there. Like he was always like super intense. One of those very dry humor, but you liked him. Like he was just like he didn't play, so like people liked to like mess around with him because he was just so like serious.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I take? There was another one. Like he just looked like a science teacher, like crazy hair, always like really unkempt. He used to take us through walks through the woods to learn. I forget what science that was, but
so the first year I took earth science before 10th grade. So 9th grade I took earth science, and coming from the Catholic school, I probably still had a little bit of knowledge still. So everybody in the classroom basically failed the test except me. I got 100 on that test, and he so didn't believe it that he called me up and made me retake it in front of him. Like he would read out the questions and I had to answer like right on the spot like that. And I aced it because I studied for the test. I knew the answers, but he just could not believe it because everyone had failed that test in that classroom. I don't know if I was starting to get that reputation then of being busted. No, that was until 10th grade. I was still young, innocent, brand new, scared of everything when I first entered in there. 9th grade.
All right, guys, we're going to sleep now. Or I think we're going to sleep, girl.
Tutor on horn. She's great at dissection. Okay, girl, no, definitely, because my hands feel them.
Oh my gosh, girl, your hands feel warm. No, actually, no, they're starting to feel cold. They're colder than mine now.
Okay. All right, the babysitter, your duties are up, Pen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say goodnight to Doggy?
No.
Okay.
Doggy, Spencer's leaving.
Here he goes.
Hi, Spence. Here goes Doggy. All right, guys.
All right, guys, this has been fun.
Thank you so much for joining
I'll
us.
see you guys on our next live.
Oh my goodness, a goat brain. Do they still do that in school?
Was it Farah? We haven't used it in a while, but we did not give it away. We still have it. We definitely still have it. I saw it out in my box. So there's like the box out there and there's the bin. So it's actually in the bin. I actually pulled it out because I wanted to use the cream because it smells good.
Oh, they say goodnight, Doggy.
We
They
still
say
have
goodnight
it.
to you, sweetie. Say goodnight.
You want to come say night-night? Because you're going night-night. Oh, yes. It's bedtime.
Want to say night-night?
He'd rather. He's standing. He doesn't want to be apprehended.
Ooh, he's coming closer.
Okay, you want to say goodnight to the people? Girl's gonna let you pick him up.
Come here, mommy. Good boy, rub it. Oh my goodness, great. Look, come here. Come here, mommy. Come here. Oh, baby.
Everything's a game. The tail's wagging. Everything's a game.
Guys, come here, sweetie. Oh, come here.
Did he just fall out for a tummy rub?
Come here, doggy. Come on, shake. Hi, everybody. You getting sleepy. You were easily
I don't look at
apprehended.
the eyes. He's tired.
He was easily apprehended. You take the head and I'll take the tail.
You doing a night?
Say night-night.
You are just the cutest thing ever.
Look at the camera. Say night-night to everybody. Ready? He had the cutest pajamas on the other night.
He did.
My sister got them for him last year, and they fit perfectly. Because this is the only size.
And I got him out yesterday, and I'm like, why do you look naked? I'm like, something's missing. I'm like, you took your pajamas off. So he took them off in the middle of the night. Like he wiggled out of his pajamas.
No.
He wasn't having it.
I know, lots of kisses.
So many
Lots of
kisses. You are just so sweet. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Oh my
Night-night,
goodness.
baby.
All right, guys. It's been fun. We'll see you at our next video or our next live stream. Alrighty. Have a safe Halloween.
Yes.
If you're going out,
Yes.
be safe. Mask up.
Mask up. Social distancing.
all
Wash
of
your
that.
hands.
All right, bye guys.